Get in here while you still can.
Yeah, there's
We're going
100
to the
people
moon.
in chat. I don't know why there's not 100 people in Discord right
In
now.
voice chat,
Let's do
actually.
it.
Yeah.
Because there's been a series of raids and we've got like 80 AFK people, I think.
What do you mean? We're going to the moon. Everyone's in this together. Hello? Sorry, I can't stop myself.
Scan against Khala. I think Scan has the better record, so I don't know that Khala's going to crush.
Scan is a really good player. I got to play against Scan actually. While I am a low D rank shitter. He beat me in a ZVZ while I had vision of him. It was very embarrassing.
That's awesome.
I got way too upset. You wouldn't believe.
So what are the chances of some kind of crazy cheese? Right
So,
away. Best of
Khala-
9, first game.
Khala has some fun builds on this map. I've seen him. He did a gas steal, then he did a proxy robo at the third. It was a really cool like string of punches that somehow came together just to make sure Terran never got anything going on.
Yeah, gas steal is pretty common against Terran, especially as Protoss, because Protoss are a bunch of dicks.
But it was the follow-ups that they all made perfect sense. Like Scan was doing the right things and nothing worked. In actually, I don't think it was. Well, who's the other Terran who we have play show matches? Or maybe
A two-touch, I think, no?
no two touches.
Terror.
Terror?
Terror.
No, it was a
the other
Korean Terran player.
one. There's the gas steal. Pretty standard.
Art user has played Terran before.
Art user. Yeah.
Maybe it was him, but there was another PvT series with Khala where he did a build in Eclipse, and it was so smart because the Terran was doing the correct things, reacting to Khala, but because he was reacting to Khala, Khala just always had one more thing that was just messing with Terran's plan.
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah,
It was a
you
very cool
never
series.
you never want to be reacting as Terran. You're always going to be behind. You want to be. You try to make yourself in charge of everything.
Khala
Yeah,
has
and-
played Terra U.
Hello, guys.
Ample. Hello, hello. What's up, what's up?
Yeah, I think it was
It's
Ample.
really turning into a party in here. We have got
Welcome,
what,
Beats.
5, 6
Oh,
people?
right, yeah, he has played Ample as well. I'm sorry.
I like this eBay block. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
That's
Also, he doesn't
pretty
see
good
it,
gunner.
so the eBay is gonna be very high.
Oh no, he sees
he
it now.
sees
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
get
like
it. Yes, you did. Okay, now it's not good.
if you get gas blocked, you have to do something eBay
Do you
block
lose the
or
SUV?
just anything
Yeah.
to try to balance it.
He lost the
losing the
scouting SUV.
And that means he doesn't know what's going on. He's going to have to send another one.
Oh, that's very bad.
Or he's just going to have to play super defensive because he doesn't know it. Gas timing, doesn't know how many zealots are being made, doesn't know when the call's happening.
And he's only seen the one zealot come out to fight the eBay as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't know if there's more behind it.
Which
Yeah.
there are.
Like what could be behind this is zealot, then gas, then another zealot, then core, or it could be what we're seeing, which is gas, then zealot, and then it's going to be core after.
I wonder if Protoss could have just added a second gate and crushed Terran, because Terran is on no gas.
That is possible, but with the way he's got his Sim City set up, he can hold his main.
Yeah, that and bunker with repair is just nobody can ever get through a bunker with repair.
Just like micro, yeah. Micro it down.
So are we gonna see the classic Dragoon tries to put some minerals out of the Terran by hitting the bunker until the tank is out?
I think not doing that is a mistake. Doesn't really cost the Protoss anything. It costs Terran a whole shitload of minerals.
And mining time.
Okay, so let's see. What will the tech be for Protoss? Cybercore finish this up. What does he decide to go
I just think it's going to be straight range and Dragoon.
for? Range Dragoon?
Yeah.
It has range, okay.
I mean, it's like the boring option, but at the same time, it gets you what you need.
It's the boring option for a reason. It
Yeah.
works.
Value.
He's about to get Robo, it looks like. Khala, or no, he's not actually.
Uh,
Oh, Oh, now he should be getting it.
He should. I like the quick second gas because I think quick second gas is going to set him up for the. I'm expecting speed shuttle Viva High Templar play as he takes a third. Like very messy. Oh, look at these out run by. Devo did nothing. Nothing.
Ooh. Well,
What are you gonna do, Terran? Zealots are too tanky.
He's gonna lose a couple of SCVs, probably a Marine or two, and then
Okay, but what's coming behind this? Dragoon range. What does Terran need to hold Dragoon range? A tank. Where is Terran's tank?
He's making
it's
him.
scheduled to
the
arrive
factory
next
just got
Tuesday,
delayed
so.
by like so much.
Just give him
Yeah.
time, bro.
I mean, if we want to get technical, you could also hold it with a deep 6, but
Like Dragoon range is gonna be finished like 10 seconds.
I think in general holding is the best option Terran has here.
Killing that factory SUV was really
I'm not a
good.
fan of Deep Six, to be honest.
Nobody likes Deep Six, but it's sometimes it works. The problem is people go Reavers too often these days, so Deep Six doesn't do as well as it used to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Or repair it.
the great part though is that when it works, it's glorious.
All right, what the hell is Deep Six? Sounds like
Uh,
Deep
you
You make
Six.
6 factories and you go bio against
No,
Protoss.
you do a standard opener with like a factory expand, and then you make a ring of turrets around your base at like the 6-minute mark, so they can never get an observer in. And then behind it you have like 2 factory, 6 barracks, and you do a marine medic siege tank for timing.
Yep.
Jesus
It-
Christ.
And if you don't have Storm or Reavers, you just die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
it
Protoss
touches Dragoon.
always has Storm or Reavers, so
I've
No,
gone
not
I've gone quick carrier before and run into Deep Six, and it was really embarrassing because they just gunned down the interceptors. You
Yeah,
look at it and you're like, well, this doesn't work.
when it works, it looks like brilliance, but when it doesn't, it's just, why the hell did you
Oh,
do that?
what
What's
bunker?
wrong with you?
Okay, he's preparing again. He almost lost that bunker
Oh.
because he repaired it up to full health, and then the
He's got
Okay.
4 SCVs on it, he's wasting an SCV already.
so Khala is on 3 bases, and he has shuttle speed coming, and he has a shuttle
Staying on
somewhere.
that bunker, what the...
This is not looking good for Scan right now.
Yeah, that's what I was basically trying to explain.
Oh, I knew he was
Oh,
gonna
he-
go for it.
oh,
I knew
he got
it.
the
Oh.
tank.
I knew
Oh,
he
it's
was gonna
sniped
go
the
for it.
tank. Yeah,
So,
Scan
yeah.
is way
Khala
off.
is
Ah,
such a
but
good
he's
position.
gonna lose his circle.
Oh my god, okay, that's not worth. That was not worth actually. Not at all.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Look at the situation. Khala has an observer in scan space. He knows exactly what he's playing against. He goes, okay, it's 3 factory, double upgrades. There's a push coming. That's fine. I have my own Reaver coming. I've got speed coming. I'm on 3 bases. There's
And
no
he got the first tank.
there's no situation in which Khala can't hold this because Khala is playing with map hack.
You
He's
go,
got an
Gord.
observer over the army. He knows
Thank you for
exactly
that
what's coming.
clarification, in case
Yeah.
people misunderstood.
He's got an observer over his opponent's army. He has an observer over the factories.
Khala is not map hacking, folks. He has
Like
an observer.
no, he's playing Photos. He doesn't need a
Rip.
map hack.
So what
You
Quark
think
is
he
saying
is
is that
harassed?
playing Protoss is actually
Yeah,
cheating.
don't feed him propaganda, man.
My point is, look at this. How can Khala lose when he's
Last Khala 9, hello? Anyone
Like,
get that reference?
Well,
I
it's
don't
very
know what's
easy.
gonna-
If Khala stops making units and stops mining,
it's
then he'll
Scan,
lose.
Scan tries to push out with tanks, and there's Viva waiting for him. He goes, "Okay, I'm going to pull the tanks back. I'm going to try a vulture run by." There's a wall, a Viva, and there's Dragoon standing in the wall. It's just, it doesn't matter that like 2 Dragoons died. Obviously, you'd rather not lose 2 Dragoons, but
It
the,
should-
the situation is that Khala has infinite money and also sees everything that's happening. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's not an easy situation for Terran.
His shuttle speed's about to be done right now, so he's about to go ham.
I can't stop making stock exchange jokes if you keep talking like that.
Like Scan is trying to make anything happen. He's just fishing around, sharking with these vultures, looking for an opportunity, and there isn't one.
Khala hasn't
we
been
don't-
mining gas at his third.
He doesn't need to. So
No?
yeah, he's not going for
No.
quick arbiter play. He's going for speed shuttles and storm.
2 gas Protoss against a 2 gas Terran is.
Yeah.
Gas is
Plenty
always
of
good to
draw.
have, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
just 3
but
probes.
it's not part of the build he's going for right now. So
I see.
he
that.
doesn't-
It's not detrimental. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
so
Storm upgrade
Scan,
on the way.
yeah, Khala doesn't have the observant size scan space anymore, but he knows from context that this has to be a 2-base 2-1 because that's the only thing it can be.
Protoss is plenty happy
2 base
to
to 1 is
play
still
2
a very
gas
strong
against
push.
2.
Yeah, I mean 2-base 2-1 is a legitimate build that does
It's a very
sometimes
strong push,
work.
though. Oh, look at that pro.
However,
Is it gonna squeeze out?
Khala has been on 3 bases for a year. 2-base 2-1 is not going to work unless Khala has no transition at all later on. Okay, that's a CC, so it's going to be 2-base 1-0 push with a CC and a 3-2-1 coming behind it.
I could see Khala going into carriers. Do you think that's possible? Or
He doesn't seem to like him. So I think carriers would be fine here. He already has Storm, he's got map control. However, I've never seen Khala go carriers, and if he did want carriers, he should have started +1 a year ago.
I see. Okay.
But I mean, I don't disagree with the logic. It doesn't seem to be his style. And if this was Bonif playing, he would have carriers
Oh, he
already
lost
by
the
now.
Reaver.
Oof.
He's gonna lose
Oh,
everything
second
here.
Oh, it's both Reavers.
Just
He's not
mass
going to lose
tanks.
everything. There's more everything behind it.
Going back to basic, get another Reaver.
Guys, I'm a huge fan of Khala, okay? Bigger than
Huge
everyone.
fan.
But
No,
Scan
not
is a monster.
Scan is a monster who is playing on 2 bases against 3, and Kala's had 3 bases for a year. It's like
What's going on?
But does Khala have a mid to long game plan?
no, and that's what we need to be talking about here. Is that eventually Scan is going to get V2 upgrades, and if Khala doesn't
He's,
get the
he's
damage done
securing his
before that, he's
third
gonna be
right
in trouble.
now, so he's pretty much
Yeah.
caught up.
The thing about Terran though, once you get your third base, does it really matter how many bases Protoss has? You can basically just
Yeah, once
Run it down.
Protoss gets their 4th gas, Terran is in pretty
It depends
tight
because
position.
if Khala was going like double Stargate Arbiters, then
Nice ones.
oh
oh,
Nice.
Rough storm.
Oh,
and another one.
in the main. Oh,
this yeah.
He
Yeah,
actually got
Fatality.
he got so much less than I was expecting there.
yeah. I think I was thinking
He
more. 'cause
got
he has
like 12
right?
SCVs, and I
Yeah,
was
12.
expecting him to get like 20.
Yeah, I agree.
If he waited a little bit more, he would have had more energy. Yeah,
SCVs just got bailed out.
it's a good time. Here's a drop at 12
This is a
o'clock.
good drop. This is a good drop.
Yeah.
HP more.
So Scan needs to be doing a lot more drops than just that. That's how he gets back into this with 3-on-3 base.
Next base. Yeah, there we go. Go to the main
Scan
now.
gets back into this with Kala's mistake. Khala,
Sorry, it's 3-on-5 base now. Yeah, Scan needs to be dropping left and right.
well, also, if Khala goes Arbiters or Carriers or any kind of late game tech, then I think that Scan is fucked. If Khala builds like a late game Protoss unstoppable army, then he's getting +1 air armor for his shuttles.
He's just got a shuttle sitting over the starport, just chilling too.
But it's
Your problem is
'Cause we-
analyze when maybe you should hide.
We've seen this happen with Khala before, where he dominates the early game, dominates the mid game. The opponent gets 3-2 mech upgrades, and he doesn't have an answer for it because he wasn't playing for the late game. He was trying to just snowball from a mid game advantage.
Yep.
And I think we might see that happen again. Where it's not about anything that Scan does. It's going to be about how Khala.
Doesn't do something.
Yeah, he doesn't set himself up for a win condition.
Does Khala have a Stargate even? Does he have Arbiter or?
That's
No.
what I was about
Storm.
to ask.
No, he does not, and we've seen him do this before.
Or Reaver?
He-
You missed the Reaver shot, I'm gonna kill you! Ah! There's one, okay. Thank
He
you.
is.
What the
I was
hell
doing
was
it.
that? Oh my god!
What was that?
It did no damage.
That was the greatest Reaver scarab in the world. It traveled a quarter of the map.
Can we see if it hurt that tank, bro?
It did not hurt that
It
tank.
did not- it did
It was,
not-
that,
it did
that
Oh
was
my
a
God.
Well, what
solid
is that?
dud.
If it hurt those tanks, all Terrans would have uninstalled the game and stopped playing.
Yo,
it.
I would have
guarantee you.
freaked out.
Heat-seeking missile across the map since when does Protoss have US technology? Hello? What?
You have technology.
Okay, this is going to decide the game. This attack. If he kills these tanks, then he can snowball it from here. If he does not kill these tanks.
There's nowhere near enough vultures in front. They're all.
Yeah, this is done. This is
Yeah.
This is 100% rocked.
Yeah. Okay. So
all the tanks die.
Kala's
That's GG.
yeah. So Kala's mid and early game advantage was enough for him to snowball it.
Holy shit! Okay.
Oh, these SCVs are going to have a bad time.
Oh, storm it!
He
Archon!
missed. He missed.
Oh no!
How has he missed all of the storms?
Oh no!
Archon! Do it, Archon!
How did
do
that
it.
happen?
I can do better storm drops than that. What's happening?
Poor
Damn.
Khala.
We're talking shit about 2500 MMR player, bro? Come on now.
That's why I am here. Do you not understand? I'm like I'm maximum 1200 MMR right now. I shit talk all the time. That's the only reason I'm here.
I mean, but this Protoss does have 200 APM. So,
Oh, and now we
he's in
go
a good
Fleet
position.
Legion.
Yeah, better late than never.
Carrier. Let's go.
There we go, carriers, yes!
I mean, the game's already
It's
over.
actually worse
Oh.
now because Scan's upgrades are so good at this point. The carriers right now would be completely ineffective.
Look how we just turned it around so negative against Khala.
No, it is.
What do you mean?
That was
shit
so
talk.
beautiful.
All
That
the
was
time.
beautiful.
No, it is. Carriers right now are fucking awful
I
because
don't
he
know
didn't
if you
fight-
could have a
have
long
fun.
game plan, Cork. What can you do, you know?
What you do is you spend 100 early to get a quick +1 air because it's not an expensive upgrade. It's just expensive in time. It takes a long time to get your air upgrades, so you start them early, just insurance in case you might ever want them later.
May I introduce you to the Church of Mutalisk Armor Upgrade?
But why
Oh
would
my
you
God,
ever
that takes
want
a long
to plan for the long game if you're just gonna win in the mid game? I don't understand.
What do you mean? We're
Well,
playing long
yeah, I
games.
mean that is how Khala tends to play, unfortunately. In this game, he did actually have a big enough advantage in the mid game that he was able to just crush the army.
And somehow it looks like Scan did not lose when he should have, when he lost all of his tanks.
Oh, Scan's still going to lose.
He's
Ever
gonna
heard
make
the
it hard.
tale of
Oh,
Darth
yeah,
fucking
a
value?
storm. A storm would be so beautiful right there on those SCVs. Oh my
Yeah,
Oh, there
but
go the
Khala
others.
missed, so
Storm? Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh, there we go. That
And
was
Scan
nice.
is out. Bye-bye.
Scan is
yeah,
out.
1-0.
down.
I'm a huge
Down
Khala
one
fan, by
game.
the way.
1-0
Huge
for
Khala fan.
Khala.
I still have concerns about Khala because the issues that I have with his game, which is that he never seems to have a late game. He just gets an early advantage and tries to close it out.
Yeah,
That game, he
tried
did
to
close it out.
outmove.
He did
Well-
succeed, but you could see exactly how he loses his PVTs in that game.
Well, how much does he play ladder? Because that's a pretty solid strategy on ladder. Is just make a bunch of goons and zealots and then walk at your enemy.
Have you heard the tale of
Darth play gets the wide, yeah.
strategy? Nah. If any Darth is among us, it is a Darth deep fucking value the wise. Okay, thank you. But that's not a story brokers would tell you.
The next map is Shakira's Temple.
We're doing crossover Reddit memes now. I see. We're doing prequel memes plus Wall Street Bet.
Have you not realized I've been making Wall Street bets
Sorry, it
jokes
was-
since, like
I
1
have.
hour?
I've just
Yeah.
been ignoring you.
He's been actively ignoring everybody.
It's just when it came to the
Uh,
crossover memes that it's just too far.
Shakira's temple. The hips are gonna shake. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no.
In the top left, we have Protoss Khala in the blue. And on the bottom
Just get
right,
whiskey into my eye, it hurts. Ah.
we got Skin, the red Terran, the feared Terran.
Thank
I
you,
believe you'll
Pete.
find that it is Khala in the navy.
Oh, my bad.
Blue is actually visible. Navy
The
is just
Navy?
a dark blob.
Since when did you join the Navy?
Tuesday.
Yeah, black and navy aren't very easy to see on the mini map.
I can see blue, but black is definitely hard.
Yeah, blue is fine. It was designed that way to be seen, and then navy was an afterthought that didn't go through any kind of quality
But-
assurance.
Boys, stop with the blue and black thing. No.
I'm pretty sure it's white and gold.
I'm pretty sure if we hit Shift Tab a couple of times, it'll be red and blue.
Or red and red.
I don't think it works that way.
No, they
Yellow,
didn't
yellow.
play in top versus bottom.
Yellow
Okay,
and
I
yellow.
think
There we
Scan
go.
wins this game. I think Scan wins this game. We go to like at least 7 of the 9 games, and we're here till like for another 4 hours. That's how this is gonna go.
Hell yeah.
I think what I want to see next game is
Slept
Scan do a
3 hours
BBS.
over the last 5 days.
'Cause I
Save
think
me.
last game Khala had a Khala had a huge advantage from the opening, and then he just rode it out. However, I think Scan can take him in a regular game.
Oh, if Khala has no late game plans, as long as Scan can hold on through the mid
Yeah.
game, he should be fine.
But I mean, last game, Khala's late game plan was actively worse than no late game plan. Like going for carries with no +1 against Goliath with +2 armor already. They're just gonna tickle them. You can't. It's not gonna do anything.
Can't keep making it. Too easy. What do you mean, no exit strategy?
Well, an exit strategy would be a late game strategy, which is to win.
What
I
is
mean, could he just expand more, get upgrades, more gateways, things like that? Because he seemed to be doing everything right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that just kind of happens.
If
throughout
you
the game,
keep
right?
expanding and making gateways, and the Terran gets to 3-2 mech, it's still very difficult because they get a 200 army, and you have 10k bank, and then you fight and they kill it, and then you make a new one and they kill it again. There's nothing. The bank
Yeah.
and the money and the gateways don't actually help you if the problem is you can't
No,
kill a
I
Terran
get
army.
what you mean, but what's the alternative? I mean, even recalls aren't very
Recall
effective.
stasis.
Status.
A good stasis will properly fuck a Terran army very quickly.
Okay, so we're seeing Khala go for a 23 next here, but he actually only had 1 probe on gas after getting Dragoon Range. That's quite interesting, because that means he doesn't have a quick follow-up robo timing.
That could mean a fast third.
Yeah, that's my take on it too, or a second gateway. But this isn't a observer rush style. It's certainly not like a DT rush style. This is just him trying to get.
Oh, we tried to block
Oh,
them.
he's messed this up.
Oh, he let the SCVM. It feels to me like he wants to go for a second gateway and just kind of play a safe, slow get
No,
into the mid game.
I would say it's a Nexus. I think Nexus
So,
is the right.
if we-
Because he's
I
look at
mean-
his tank.
He does already have an
Okay.
Nexus, so
Ah,
that
he
is
just
a
spent
safe
If you
assumption.
freeze all the Terran assets,
Okay, it is Robo.
does that mean that Protoss doesn't need to liquidate? Or
If I'm Scan right now, I'm putting turrets down and just making it so he can't see what he's doing. Because obviously that observer's gonna be late, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a quick star pot, and that observer's going to be late, as you say. So I like this as well. It's another way of exploiting the late observer. I think the siege mode is going to telegraph the quick star pot a little bit. If you see a Terran get a very quick siege mode, then you think, okay, well, why isn't he going for 2-pack tanks? And it's because there's not a second factory, there's a star pot.
Well, he doesn't know that. It could be Gundam or fake double.
You don't go siege mode with FD.
And
Good
fake double's
minds.
way too late right now. It's like 5:30. So
Yeah,
it's
and like
5:20.
it's quick siege mode tells me they're on one factory normally, and I'm like, okay, well, why are you on one factory? What's going on?
he's not buying the FD.
Maybe he's nuke rushing. We
Is
saw that
even a
earlier
joke about
tonight.
that? Yeah, it's a fucking rough game.
I'm
I
not
didn't
gonna lie,
realize I was losing that. I thought I was winning that game until he left. Like that's the first time I've seen that replay. I was watching him like, holy shit, I was behind. I was behind the supply that entire game.
I'm not gonna lie though. Ghosts with lockdown is pretty much so OP against arbiters, bro. It's so cool. I love it.
It's OP. Buddy did that to me recently, and he just locked down on my dragoons.
Oh.
When is the next
Lockdown
AFL
on
season?
Dragoons?
Yeah, he pushed out, and I tried to move my army backwards. He just locked down half my dragoons. I'm like, okay, well, I either take this fight now without half my dragoons.
How's
But
it
how
feel
does
to be
How does it feel to be
you piece
stationed?
of shit?
Wow, fool!
Body's a great guy too. Big shout out to him.
Lock down all the goons and then bring the vultures for the mines.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's fucking bullshit.
That is bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I would be
Yeah,
so
and
tilted.
he did the turret thing. He did a complete net, ring of turrets around his. Okay, so drop's going to actually do a lot of damage because it looks like Khala is walling his new expansion in, and he's going for a quick free base without the observer, and this is why you don't do this.
He's gonna
So-
mine it up.
The reason that you go the 25 robo,
Robe too.
you go 25 robo, you go very quick observer. Except he's not loading anything into the dropship. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Okay, now the observer's there.
And-
So Khala knows there's a dropship.
I don't think he saw the starport.
I
His observer.
I think.
No, but he
Because
sees
we're
that there's
gonna-
only one factory. I mean, there's a factory missing. Khala's smart enough to he can work this out.
Yeah, I think he wants to try to load the vultures up at some point later, and he wants to dropship out and hidden.
He should be going now. He should be hitting it right now.
Yeah, he missed his timing on that because Khala's observer was late, and if they have a late observer, that gives you a window to do a lot of damage to the vulture drop.
Oh, he's looking for that dropship. I can't believe he found it. Did he find it?
No, he missed it.
If he had the vision upgrade, I think he would have seen it, but
Yeah, for sure. But you don't
Yeah.
get that. You don't
Yeah.
get that this early. No way.
But now we have Khala just wandering around scan space with his observer, and it's going to be a situation where he just says, "Okay, I see exactly what you're doing." Hard counter time. Scan's going for 4th factory. He's got his +1 coming, but given that he has a starport, I would expect to see Sand Facility and 2nd Armory for 2-1 timing.
Why
And
is
then,
Khala
uh,
only mining gas with 2 probes at his natural?
I don't
So
know.
both
Why is
shots
Khala only
out.
mining gas for 2 probes at his natural?
That's never a part of a build, right?
I
Wait,
thought this
so-
was some kind of joke.
So what's the actual counter for dropships at this early stage? Is it just put goons all over the place, or do you
Yeah,
put
I-
forge?
just
you-
have,
you
just have
don't-
goons at the
Yeah.
places usually
It's-
where a dropship
Yeah.
would fly in.
Yeah.
And just
Like
take an
three
expansion.
goons.
being able to spot the dropship with your observers and having goons in position.
The
Yeah.
thing is, if the goons are in the wrong position and it's speed vultures with mines, it can be difficult to hold. But
Also, your
Oh.
original base layout, if you look at what Kala's base layout looks like, if the vultures drop at the top right of his main, there's actually no way they can get to the mineral line.
please look at
Yeah.
Kala's base.
The Sim City is also
Okay.
very important for
Yeah.
fighting the vultures.
Yeah, like the Sim City is a big part of drop defense, and if you look at his Sim City, he has done a
That's
very
pretty
good job
nice.
of controlling vulture flow.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You should
Like
have what,
that's-
like 3 goons each base, like at least, right?
Early game, if you get the observer in the base and you see they have a starport, you only have like 8 dragoons. You don't need any more dragoons than that, because the whole point of that situation is you're not building dragoons, you're not building fighting units. All you're building is tech and nexuses. Okay, he's
But-
actually going to do his drop eventually, and it looks like Kala's on top of it. Also, Khala is going for a quick arbiter.
Yeah, so if you have your observer sitting over their starport, you can also see they only have the one dropship out. You only
Yeah.
need 3 goons.
Yeah.
For
About
defense.
now in the game, is there an argument to be made to make like 1 or 2 cannons at each base?
Yeah, certainly. If once you're at this point
Oh,
in the
man.
game, then yeah,
that
it's
was
cheap.
beautiful. That was a
Yeah.
beautiful defense.
Yeah, it was nice. He got like 4 probes though.
Well, they're
Okay, so-
vultures, so that's kind of expected.
So we see that Scan has, as we expected, gone for a 3rd base. He's getting his 2-1. However, this time, Khala has a Arbiter Tribunal and is not building Arbiters. So he's mixing it up. He has 2 probes on gas at his 3rd, 2 probes... Oh, okay, it's 3 probes of gas at every base now.
He's also not upgrading his arbiters for the eventual
Yeah,
need for them.
he's
Yeah.
just gonna build a melee arbiter out of his gateways. Hello.
And, oh, this is going to do a lot of damage to
This
these.
is a lot of damage.
These Vultures are doing a lot.
Pretty
Okay.
good pro micro though.
Oh,
not
it's
gonna lie.
a decent drill, though.
Yeah,
I
pretty decent.
Yeah, but he has 6 drones at that base, 6 probes at that base.
I
That
style
could have been a lot more, though.
I stylistically do not like Kala's 1 Stargate here. I would go 2 Stargates because he's got the 3 gas. However, he's doing Storm and Arbiter, and it is a legitimate style. So what I guess, It's not my
So,
preference, but
when
it
do you
isn't
start the stasis
bad.
research? Like now, or when do you start the stasis?
As
Or
soon
do
as
you
the
even
Arbiter comes
start it?
out. As soon as the Arbiter
The
comes out, you
Arbiter.
start
Okay,
status.
okay.
Well, he hasn't started his energy upgrade for arbiters either.
Yeah, a lot of foes don't do the energy upgrade. I have a different style to a lot of people then, and a lot of better players than me don't like it. But I like that my second arbiters have that bonus energy because I really rely on that recoil into stasis trick, and it just helps you hit that timing. Oh, these probes, these poor probes at 9 o'clock.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Free
were you
probe.
saying to get energy first?
Yeah, I get energy first
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
because
so you
that's a
start the energy, and then your first arbiter at the same time. They basically finish at the same time, and your second arbiter comes out with just 50 more energy.
It's usually the third, actually. The third.
no,
Arbiter
it's a
would come
second.
out.
It's 101 for the energy upgrade, and 105 for arbiter build
Yeah,
time.
you don't queue up 2 arbiters. You wait for the energy upgrade, then you build the second arbiter. But that way, it works out that you still get stasis done by the time your first arbiter has 100 energy. And if you then go recall immediately, you can recall your first arbiter with 150 energy, and you recall the second arbiter in with 100 energy and stasis to ramp.
I
Easy
see,
game,
okay.
easy life.
That's pretty.
What does Scan have? He doesn't seem to have too many units.
So then when
Scan
you
doesn't need the units. He's
Okay, now he
getting
starts
upgrades.
up his third.
Scan has vultures. He doesn't need anything else.
Yeah, Scan is playing this the very normal classic style where you just get your upgrades slowly, you suicide vultures and you replace them with tanks. And then over time your army just becomes pure tank.
Oh no.
when
I
do
just-
you actually get the energy upgrade though? I know
I
you
get
get
it
the
the moment the
stasis.
tribunal's done.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
That's a Quark thing.
Yeah, like nobody else does that, but I like it.
It makes perfect sense though. I mean, because usually you get the stasis when the Arbiter is finished, but if you start the energy as soon as the Tribunal finishes, then that means you should be on point of that second Arbiter getting that extra energy. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really, really cool.
Yeah. It creates that timing where you can rush your recall and you can stasis the ramp. And that just ends the game half the time. Okay, he just had his first arbiter EMP'd, and he only has the one arbiter. If these storms aren't amazing, he's
Okay,
going to get in trouble.
Ooh, not bad, not bad.
They were okay, but okay. So no, I think Kala's in trouble. I think Khala is in trouble because he has gone for a quick arbiter, but he has just the one Stargate. He had just the one arbiter energy, and now it's been EMP'd. He doesn't have a late game, and it's the same thing I always say. Like, it's a lot of players when they go for arbiter as their late game, they just do this. They build one arbiter at a time, and you look at it and think, sorry, you've got how many gas and you're building arbiters one at a time? What are you saving this gas for?
He's not mining his gas. That's one of the issue.
Oh, he's also just started his recall.
Yeah, he's got
Hold the gas.
like 7 bases. He's mining gas from 3 of them.
It's also implied that you guys have to save your goons. You cannot let your goons die. So that's why it's nice to have 2 Stargates going, because your goons are going to be staying alive the entire time, usually.
Yeah.
Well, he's taken his second main now. He's
He
got
lost so many goons.
he's
there.
got 3
No,
mains.
okay, no, Kala's got this. These tanks are going down.
He's got to take the tank count down.
I mean, he's
taking the
putting up
tank out
all good. Yeah.
Oh, another EMP
Yeah.
goes down.
Okay,
He's
what was that?
he's done
6
enough.
tanks? 6 tanks that went down.
Kala's done enough to be resetting that tank count that he can that Scan isn't going to get the momentum. But I still conceptually don't
pushing.
agree with it.
Scan's pushing though. He's going for it.
Nah, Scan's not pushing. Scan's just taking the high ground because being on the low ground there sucks.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But
Yeah, from that high ground he can defend 3 of his bases. From the low ground he can defend 1-ish.
Tezagi.
oh, that is such a great trade with those mines. Okay, you know
Yeah.
what, Khala? You've evened on supply. Khala, have you fucked this up? I mean, he's got both other mains, and Scan isn't pushing.
Yeah.
But you look at this and think, okay, Scan's upgrades are what now? They're
He
2-1.
has a lot of gates to reach.
Scan is about to be on 3-2.
How many games
I
does he have?
It looked like 10 or 11.
5, 7,
I mean, he's
10,
producing
12.
5
12 gates per
zealots.
day.
and
13.
He's
13.
producing 5 zealots and 9 dragoons at the
14.
same time.
But he's also got the other mains. He should be able to.
Yeah. But
Pump that up to like 20 gates easy, and then
Once-
be able to reinforce in
Once
multiple
Scan is
directions.
maxed on 3-2 upgrades, you look at Kala's army and think, okay, how are you going to kill this? You've got one Arbiter with energy, one Arbiter with no energy, and a Speed Shuttle that has some High Templar.
What
You
he
do it
needs
this
is like
way.
3 more
You max out,
arbiters.
you attack,
and
you
stasis.
remax, you attack, you remax, you attack.
I had a game with Terror where I used 5 stasis on his army all at once. It was like,
Yeah,
three
but
arbiters.
you had no army behind it.
Oof.
Okay, I don't like that at all. One of the only
Ooh.
one of the only ways his army can actually attack is with his storms in the shuttle, and he uses them for harass. And okay, so
And he lost 2. There were 2 Templars still in the shuttle when it died as well.
yeah, so now you don't have those
No,
anymore.
one.
How are you going to attack? And okay, if
Well,
you attack over here, there's no defenses, but even so, it's
I mean, maybe a recall into the main and then attack the 5th.
I like Scan's position. Scan's got 4 bases, which as a Terran is actually a lot of bases. You don't need that many more than 4.
Yeah, it's a
Scan's
lot.
got good upgrades. I don't know how Khala kills him.
I like
Can we
to see
check,
him mining more gas.
Can we check some upgrades on Khala real quick?
He's got +2.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, the Arbiter's down.
Arbiters didn't have any energy anyway.
If he had spread them out, maybe dodged some EMPs. If he had 4 or 5 arbiters right now with stasis, he could do something. But at this
Yeah.
point,
Just sit one arbiter at a time. It's. I mean, I know Khala is a lot better than me, but I just don't. I don't think this is right.
I don't
This
think
is
there's
not
any
how-
reason not to be mining gas from all your expansions, right? You should be floating at
Yeah.
least 1,000 gas.
It's just this is not how.
I
it's
think
done.
minerals. I think minerals is way more precious in a PvT than gas, though. From what I.
Maybe
from my
that's why he's
understanding.
doing it.
yeah, if you're going carriers, yeah, because you got to keep rebuilding all the interceptors. But when you're
Yeah,
going
because-
arbiter, gas is
Yeah.
way more important.
Templar and Storm, I mean, he
He-
uses
he
them all the
just-
time.
He's just not building the arbiters, so he doesn't need to
He's-
use the gas.
He's also not building Templar. Like he doesn't have any Templar.
Oh no.
And the ones he
Oh,
did
this is
have,
bad.
he lost
Okay,
to the shuttle.
Khala, you just got your arbiter EMP'd. How are you going to stop this push? The
I think
3-2
it's
is
over,
done.
yeah.
He doesn't. He runs away.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, he's going backwards. Oh
Scan
wait.
is maxed out.
Yeah, this
So,
was
this is
always going
scary.
to happen eventually.
Yeah, I mean, but like
And-
at this point, Scan should be attacking, not falling back.
Scan is. He's just making sure that he doesn't get outflanked. Arbiter down.
Oh, this
Like-
game's over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You look at,
This game was over 5 minutes ago. He EMP'd or killed every arbiter before they could do anything. He killed.
okay,
the
wait. Scan's
storm drops.
Scan's based in trouble over here. There's been force. Okay, never mind. And
I
Scan's
thought he
taking
had
the,
another storm, but he didn't.
Scan's taking the base at 3 o'clock as well. Khala,
Yeah,
you gotta learn how to play a late game.
He can give up that base at the bottom and be completely fine. He doesn't need to defend it at all.
And now the high ground is on the Scan side. He's taken that position over the sea tanks.
Oh.
And there's one more arbiter that's come out. It's got 50 energy. Good luck. Oh, it's been EMP'd already. Okay, never mind.
Jeez. And then those tanks on the right hand side, just, you know, hitting all the flanking units,
Yeah.
man. Oh my lord.
He was so far ahead, but he doesn't know how to get a late game going. It's every game I say this.
Yeah, he needs to get his stargates up earlier. He
Yeah.
needs to decide
the
arbiters
Stargate was
or
on time.
carriers and something.
The Stargate was on time. He just went, okay, well, one arbiter, that will do. But then he got EMP'd. He's like, well, I guess I'll build a second one. It's like, no. Build 2, and then build 2 more, then build 5 more, because you have 10 bases. Like, who's rationing your arbiters? Who's told you you'd only have one at a time?
You know
I
what
say-
though? He's
I
got
say get
15
them up and
gateways.
producing as well.
I think he's gonna break.
But all his gateways are in the same main though, and he's got
It doesn't
2
like-
at
gateway
well, like
units
a
don't
fifth,
work.
like
Gateway
mean-
units do not beat 3-2 Terran mech.
if he had his gateways spread out and he was able to reinforce and attack from 2 or 3 directions,
I think he
He
can
might-
break out of this core.
he might be able to do something. But with all of his gateways in one place, coming down that tiny ass ramp from the main,
So,
Yeah.
Ox, what part of the last 5 battles that he lost over and over makes you think he's going to win the 6th one?
He's got a lot of minerals and over 15 gateways. He just needs
Yeah,
to.
he had that in the last 5 battles. He lost all of them.
No, he attacked
he's-
with a small group of units. I don't think.
Well, he's
it's
max
straightforward.
now. That's different.
This is not even all of Scan's army. This is just the army that Scan used to contain it. It's smashing shit.
Come on, Khala.
This game's over.
Like Khala was in a pretty nice position early on. He just let it get away from him again.
Yeah, the same way that he lets it get away from every PvT he plays.
Well,
He tries to close it out with Storm.
I can't say I'm unhappy about that because Protoss is stupid and Terran is the best. Long live
I mean,
Terran.
literally here, there's just one Goliath. If you had 2 shuttles and just drop Zealots, you take care of all these tanks. So I think he is going to break out of this. But
that would
he's
require him
lost
to
2
make more
expansions.
shuttles, though.
No, he's
He
got
has,
some
like, 3.
shuttles here.
He has like 3 shuttles right there.
Yeah, but it's too late.
He's lost 2 expansions.
Look how many bases Scan has.
6.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm pretty sure it's over, like Quark says.
You,
Oh.
This is just not how you play this matchup.
However, if he had made some scouts early on, he clearly would have won.
Not bad, not bad. But this is the re-engage, re-siege.
Yeah, because
Boom.
it's free tanks. You can't kill them, but they can kill you.
He lost his Arbiters, or they got EMP'd, and he lost his Templars. So that kind of sucked.
It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, that's why you build extra.
Yeah, Scan is very good. That's why he's currently losing the series.
That's sarcasm, though.
You knew?
I couldn't tell.
I pride myself on my ability to camouflage my sarcasm. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but I'm gonna roll with it.
So Scan has 3 mining bases. Khala has 3 mining bases.
Which is weird because 3 minutes ago, Scan had like 19 mining bases.
Yeah, Scan had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases.
Scan is turning away. You think that's the right move here?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like he's killed.
He doesn't want to
5
sacrifice all
bases?
his tanks, right? There's no vultures
He
or
doesn't-
anything to protect them.
He doesn't need to do anything. Khala has basically no income. Scan just needs to hold what he has. And if he does nothing else the rest of the game, he's just gonna win. Like,
But,
Yeah.
but he's not going to do that. He's going to push top right 100% with everything he has
Yeah.
and just win the game. But yeah, he could do that. He could just stay put.
Boys, I just fell asleep. I think it's time for me to leave. I'm gonna hang out with the Discord, listen to you guys.
Have a good night, Bernie.
No.
In a nice time. It's
Stay for the
good night,
next,
man.
next map.
8:30
Fine.
a.m.
8:30 a.m. It's time to get up.
I
Bro.
have slept 3 hours for the last 5 days.
It's time to get up, my friends.
I worked my ass off, and
Get some
Yeah.
coffee, bro. It's 8:30 a.m.
I already have 3 liters in my body.
Stay with us.
working.
that seems excessive. You might have a heart attack.
What do you mean? My pulse
Three-
isn't even high. Like
3 liters
I'm
of
immune.
coffee.
Oh
Bro.
my god.
Good game. Man, your blood's probably like sludge by now, man. What the hell?
As it should be.
So
It's a mix of
that's
Coffee and whiskey.
so what?
right at the start of that game-
My lungs are filled with fat from the fucking deep fryer. Hell
If
yeah.
we look at, if we go back, if we were to watch that stream again, right at the start of that game, I told you how that was gonna go. I told you who was gonna win and how they were gonna win, and then it happened.
Yeah, but we don't want to listen to you.
It's because Khala
Hey,
does
do
the
you have
same
any
thing
tips for
every
the
game.
stock market?
And
so
Stocks only go up.
Ah, that's what I like to hear.
What stocks?
All stocks they only go up.
We don't have any financial advice on this stream.
open casting session. Join our Discord
Oh!
and hop into the open casting voice channel where I'm sharing my screen and you can co-cast the games with us.
What map is this?
Dominio Azul. It'll be in our tournament map pool.
So, Steve, I know that Khala is like a much better player than me. He's an amazing player. He's got fantastic macro and micro. It just every PvT he tried to win it with Storm. He goes.
the late game strategy does not exist for
He
it.
doesn't have one. He tries to win it with Storm, and if he doesn't win it with Storm, he just loses the game.
So as long as Scan can get to the late game, he wins.
Yeah, it's every single PvT I've seen Khala do.
which is pretty easy for Terran to get to. You know.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
wait.
Game.
It's,
I'm still waiting for this BBS. I really want to. It's a best of 9. I want to see a stupid cheese really early on, especially early on in the series. It's not much to lose.
Hey,
He-
Steve.
like-
Hey,
What's up, man? How you doing?
what's up, man? What's up, guys?
Thanks for joining. Welcome.
No. I just came here to what is happening.
We've had an open casting session for 5 months, but people are just slowly hearing about it.
on our last stream.
5 minutes? It's too short, man.
Months.
Months. Sorry.
And soon enough, when it's closed off, the only person that's gonna be allowed to come and go when he pleases is me. Alright?
But I
I
even
consider that a
don't know
big
what
fat lie.
what this map is, man. I don't know. Is this?
It's made by Freakling, who's a ASL ladder map maker who made Reap the Storm,
As you can
Roadkill,
clearly see, this is
Inner
fake
Coven.
Sylphid.
So we're
Yeah,
featuring it in our tournament map pool, and I asked them to play 1 game, I think, on this.
Yeah, probably. I always only play Terran, so this map I think I never saw this the whole map, but I think this is bad for Terran. I think.
Oh, it's pseudo Sylphid. It's doing a Rex wall.
Oh,
it'll
it's
be
like
fine.
stupid.
The mineral only is very exposed though. I mean, it's
I don't know
Yeah,
much about
stupid
the
is not
game,
bad.
but the one race that complains about maps the most I've heard is Terran.
oh,
They
we're
might be
seeing
right.
10-15.
Yeah,
Okay, hold
exactly.
on. We're seeing 10-15. He's busting out the old
May I
Londonus build.
introduce you to island maps?
This is 10-15 gates. This is Goon Rush because there's no ramp. He's just saying, okay, let's play the old Londonus builds. This is like 2007 era build.
This is Quark's bread and butter. This is what he managed to get to B rank on IC Cup with.
Is this true?
All he did was 10-15 gate. For
On
like
Londonus.
for like
yeah.
5 years, that's all he did. 1 map, 1 build, that's it.
Quark.
It's
This choice is good, I think.
yeah, it's a PVT map with no ramp and an open natural. This is perfect
Yeah.
10-15 gate territory.
This is nostalgia for you.
He's busting out the old-fashioned build, but it's right. This is the map for it.
Yeah, he's dealing with
This is-
really like a Silpit. Really like Silpit.
It's gonna be a bulldog, and I'm gonna cry a little bit inside.
No, I don't know if
Yeah,
he's going to bulldog, but he's cutting probe. I mean, Scan must know what this is. He must know there's a probe cut.
This market is bullish right now.
So I don't know how to respond to that, so I'm just going to ignore it.
Bernie, I'm worried about your health. Make sure that you get some rest if you are very tired.
Either rest or a whole boatload of amphetamines.
I don't know why he's still working if he's bought into GME. Who still has a job in the year 2021?
It's very simple. It's very simple. I do not
Bakers in
have a lot
Germany.
of money. Yes, bakers in Germany because it's essential business, right? Because let them eat cake. Am I right? Okay.
I thought that was France.
Germans love their bread. It's a
Well, we
national
do.
treasure.
Bread or
Exactly, it's world cultural heritage.
or burnt crusty shit.
He's not
That you
joking.
What
then
do you
toast
mean? Just
more
because you
and more.
eat soft bread with milk, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Excuse me. Don't you
Hello?
guys get bread that's already basically toast and then toast it more because it's not hard enough?
Exactly.
four-
Just because your teeth are rotten to the core.
4 goons already. Fuck.
All right.
Ah.
So we have a 10-15 against Terran.
Ah, man, this is horrible.
I mean, this is what 10-15 against Terran looks like. But the thing is, he's down 4 workers. It's actually okay. And the siege rush is this is
Oh
yeah,
my
Scan
god, this
knows
is
what's up.
perfect.
Scan knows
Pretty-
what's up.
Terran.
it's pretty
Terran,
good.
man.
He knows what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Okay,
Perfect.
boys, I go sleep. Have fun.
If Terran was Steve,
Bye,
then
Bernie.
the
Have a
game
good
was
night, man.
already over for this
Have a
situation.
good rest.
So now the question is,
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
what
Oh,
does
yeah,
Khala
yeah,
do?
6 goons,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna try to snipe the
Yeah.
tank.
And this is what I did on Londonus every single time.
Oh my god, this is
And he gets
horrible,
the tank, but the other tank is already out, so
He
he
lost
should
everything.
be fine.
Then you just leave the game.
Still good.
This is how my Londonus games went.
Steve is like, this is horrible.
Alright, so
bad.
going into the next game,
I mean, come on, guys, believe me. If Terran was not scanned, but Steve, the game was already over, man. Already
Yeah,
over.
but, like, so Khala did a
Maybe.
10-15. He got the first tank, but it still failed. And he normally never has any long-term plans, so
Yeah.
that's GG, right?
I mean,
Scan
I
wins.
I don't disagree with your analysis. Scan has more workers, faster natural, and Kala needs an early advantage to win games. So, yeah,
Oh,
this
that
isn't looking
means-
good.
That means Protoss still have a chance for winning.
No, Protoss lost this game 2 minutes ago.
I mean,
Unless
we'll
he
see.
unless he goes ETs and he doesn't get turrets up.
Well, there's a turret building right now.
He
Ah,
just finished
yeah.
his eBay. He's building his turrets.
Oh my
He's
god.
completely fine. He's way ahead right now.
Yeah,
now-
really,
now it's
really
pretty
fine.
bad. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so good, man.
Yeah, the one thing that you need to know about 10-15 on Longinus is it didn't actually work.
It worked enough to get you to B. So
No, I was bulldogging. That's the thing. The whole 10. It was you gotta follow up with a shuttle with zealot bombs.
SCVs are really strong, man.
Like Khala does have his Rubo. He's getting observers instead, but whatever.
At least Khala knows the vultures moving, where the vultures are moving. Yeah, he's really, really good player. I mean,
Yeah, Kala's
He's-
fantastic. I just wish he knew how to play late game.
yeah.
He's also still behind though.
Yeah, the 10-15, you cut like 4 workers. It's if you don't get a big early advantage, if you don't kill a bunch of SCVs preparing the bunker, if they go quick siege the way that Scan did and have the SCVs ready to prepare, it's you're just behind economically. You're always behind economically. Okay, quick Stargate. What are we seeing here? I'm thinking it's carriers.
What
I
was
would
Scan?
think
Did he
that,
make?
but that's late game, and he doesn't have late game.
Yeah, but he's
so-
not getting +1 for them, so it's not going to work.
Can't
Oh
you
my
do 2
God.
base carriers, or is it like?
Scan
I-
also got starports.
I
can.
would
And
want to go
looking-
2 base
looking at-
carriers on this map.
I mean, looking at this map, it seems like a lot of open ground. I wouldn't think carriers would be the immediate thought.
He's got another
Yeah.
Stargate.
Oh,
can't see the map
I don't
yet.
know about this.
He's
I-
obviously going mass scouts, the proper decision.
Mad scouts.
The best decision is always scouts. Scouts are the best unit.
The chat convinced Kala one game to make scouts. It's not in this series, but he did and kicked ass with it.
Yeah, because scouts are the best. If you go on scouts every game, the series will be over at the end of this
They're
match.
too
but-
expensive, man. They need to bring it down from 275 or whatever it is to like 225 minerals.
No, they need to bring it down way more than that because the upgrades are like 8,000, whatever to make them actually useful.
Yeah, they need to come with speed, and also free supply is too much and the build time is too long. However, I have beaten some A-rank Terrans with mass scout rushes.
Like if they were 200, 2 supply, and then cut the research time of the upgrades, I
Did
could see
Khala
that.
cancel? Oh, sorry. Did Khala cancel the Ninja Expo in 1 o'clock? It was. I thought it was Ninja Expo. But he
Maybe it was
canceled.
scanned. Okay,
I think he just put a pylon there.
Yeah, he put the pylon there. If he's going to Ninja,
Okay,
I think
dropship.
he'd
There's
put
a
the wall
dropship in his
first.
base, and there's no dragoons. Oh, this is not good.
This is
Yeah,
gonna
that's
cause
what I call
massive
C
damage.
by situation.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is.
God. Oh my god, this is
And
so
he
good.
gets them
man.
out.
This is so good.
I like Steve's enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have any drop defense.
Where have you been,
They
Steve?
get in, they kill a bunch of shit, and they get out.
What a G.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he didn't do his building layout. This is the one game where he hasn't done his building layout.
That was kind of a G move. You just picked up and left.
Yeah,
Well, to be honest, this is a new map, right? So maybe that could be the reason.
but there's, I
No,
mean,
it-
there's still some basic building layouts you can do to defend
Yeah,
against
you
vultures.
just build a wall of buildings around your mineral line. The issue is that he doesn't have a citadel to put there. He doesn't have like
He doesn't have a
arbitrary-
citadel. He doesn't have an
Oh,
arbiter. He doesn't have.
The only thing he has
Oh,
is
guys, there's
stargates,
nothing.
and he's hiding them. So I mean, there's not really any buildings he can use.
So the fact
That's
that he
true.
didn't, so even the fact that he dropped in and didn't see any other buildings defending is worth it. Even if all the vultures and the dropship had died, he would have seen, oh, there's nothing, there's no Sim City that I
And
expect.
Scan has to know
Like-
that this is carriers.
That's
He's not
fair.
building Goliaths though. He has no Goliaths with his army, but I mean he has to know.
Yeah, at least he didn't see the carriers yet, I think.
Yeah, he's building. He's
I mean,
building guard units. It doesn't make, but he has to know
Yeah.
it's carriers because what else could it be?
Well, he can't know because he's not getting Karen boosters. He's not getting Goliaths. He's not adding
Yeah.
factories.
But what else could it be? Okay, he's gonna see them with the boat. There we
He
go.
might.
Okay, we
Oh,
know.
Okay, now we know. All right.
Oh yeah, finally.
And
saw
now he
that.
sees there's already 2 out. There's already interceptors.
But it's 2 carriers at a time.
There's-
It's not dangerous. He's got enough factories. He's fine.
There's still not even Karen boosters. Like you would expect that with this bank, he would get that just immediately. He's not upgrading anything else.
There they are. They just started. 6 Goliath started. Also, Khala just started his +1 air, which means that he's already behind on upgrades against. And that's
Shouldn't that have
really-
been started like
Yeah,
4 or
that should
5
have been
minutes
started
ago?
when the first Stargate went down, which is what I said at the time. Because if your plan is to go carriers, and there's a button that costs 100,
then-
100 and makes them do way more damage, press
And
the
to go
button.
carriers.
Just press the button that makes the carrier do damage. Just
Oh, but I
that
thought
bunker's hitting the carriers. It's not even hitting the interceptors.
Yeah, bunkers are stupid.
No, that's a good thing.
no, carriers are never going to take any damage from bunkers.
And at bunkers, you want everything hitting the interceptors. That
Yeah,
costs
carriers
more
have, like,
in the short
basically
run.
armor.
look at it.
Carry-
Look at those shields, man. They're all gone, man.
Yeah, carrier shields don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No,
it does
there's-
matter, I think.
No, there's so many interceptors
Yeah.
that even if they have no shields, there's so many targets that stuff that's auto targeting is gonna hit the interceptors
Okay, so it's-
anyway.
It's 2 base
Because the
Terran
interceptors
against
do damage.
2 base Terran against 2 base Protoss. Terran
A
has a
support
bigger
block,
army.
2 base Protoss.
Terran has a bigger army, and Protoss has 4 carriers with no +1.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's coming out.
I don't know about
He's
this
going
arc. This is not the fight Scan wanted.
Like here with the Goliaths, you want to target the carriers because they have no upgrade.
Oh, Scan, what are you doing, man? That was not the angle.
Oh no! Now
Oh, this is really
run
good.
away.
Really good for Khala right now. Oh my
And
Yeah,
please
I mean,
bravely run away. No.
Khala has won. I mean, I don't know why Scan unseated the tanks rather than
Oh my
dragoons,
God.
but I think that wasn't the play.
I think
Oh,
what
these
has
carriers are
happened
dying.
here is that Scan saw what was happening and decided to just give up.
Like, Scan didn't need to attack. It was 2 base against 2. That's fine. Khala hasn't started a 3rd base. There was no timing that he was worried about.
Yeah, those carriers are so bruised already. Oh man.
Again, I mean, like that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he
Everything's gonna
lost all the tanks.
It doesn't
everything's
matter.
gonna everything's gonna prioritize the interceptors because they do damage and carriers don't.
The issue was
Scan-
Scan lost all his
Scan-
tanks for free.
Target attacking the carriers, you see? Ah, no. he
Yeah,
doesn't.
and in the process, he loses all of his tanks and all of his
Yeah,
Goliath.
like unseating
Oh,
his
yeah,
tanks and walking them into a like 270-degree arc of dragoons wasn't the play.
Somebody told me there's a rule between attacking the carriers or going for the interceptors. There's like some sort of thought logic behind it.
yeah, there's math behind it as based on how many Goliaths you have, how many carriers they have, whether
Yeah,
they
but-
have all of their interceptors or not, and how many bases there are.
And
So
upgrades.
so you want to try to balance like, can I do more economic damage making them rebuild all of the interceptors, or do I think, can I just go and kill the carrier? Just
I think there's
outright?
not enough tanks.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
he
not enough
does- he
tanks
doesn't have
because he
enough.
lost all his tanks.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he tried
I mean,
to kill the
this is,
carriers
uh,
instead. Like he should have just stopped and fought the interceptors and not unsieged everything. He tried to kill
Yeah.
everything. He
He
should have
walked
sat
his-
there and done damage. And instead, he's like, "What if I lose everything instead?"
Yeah, it's 2 base against 2. It's time to unseat all my tanks and walk them into dragoons. Because otherwise, you know, I'm gonna just get ahead slowly, and we can't have that. I'm saying this. I can see the map. I'm an observer, so it's. But like if you're two-base Terran against a two-base Protoss and he starts making carries, that's good for you. That's fine. You can let him
Yeah,
do
I
that.
mean, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
But this map, I think there's not enough resources in total. I mean, this is impossible to split the map and not enough gas exposed. I think. So
I think
that's
Scan might be fine.
this game might be fine.
He's
He's got a hidden expansion.
fine. He's fine, but he could be way ahead right now.
These carries are being really annoying, but he does have a hidden expansion at 9. Right next to Protoss' expansion. They don't know about it.
That cliff is pretty insane, to be honest.
Yeah, he's having to just kill the interceptors because the cliff is causing him too much issues.
Oh man, this situation. Oh my god, this is
This is
horrible.
pretty crazy.
But he's killing the interceptors. He's doing it effectively.
Like this is fine for Scan. This is the normal thing you want is just kill all the interceptors, make them spend money on more.
I mean, he's relying on the hidden expansion, but the hidden expansion is still hidden.
Yeah, I think Scan is good player and he hold it. If the Terran was me, then it is impossible to hold it. Those carrots are trying to capture my factory, and oh my god, this is GG.
There's no interceptors.
Yeah, there's no interceptors because of the
so-
upgrade, I think.
Scan has done the math, and he's figured out.
Well, also, at any time,
do
Protoss
it.
could just kill Scan space, but he's like at 9 o'clock. He just hasn't done so. He doesn't know about it.
Oh,
It definitely
he got-
helps if you know about it. And that was a free mine hit, so
he already got 6 carriers, but not enough interceptors. I think interceptors.
Okay, now he knows. He's got
so
okay, he's seen
many,
it.
so many Goliaths. The interceptors
Oh.
just dying.
Oh,
Like you
God.
see that the Goliaths just volley 2 or 3 interceptors at a time.
Okay, he's found the base.
But can he
kills
do
the base-
anything about it?
If he kills
though?
it now, yeah, if he kills it now, then I think Scan loses because Scan's running out of money.
Yeah, this is
Okay, now he's got it. Khala's got it.
yeah, this is really bad for Terran, I think.
Until very recent, like. if,
But at the same time,
Sad story.
Scan's taking his mineral only.
He's only just taking it now, though. That Zealot, that's the Zealot from the start of the game with no Zealot legs.
Oh my god, even the Robocop is harassing his third man.
This is an amazing game. Holy shit.
What about the 7 carriers of the promise? I mean, this is a Korean word, man. If you make the 7 carriers, then you automatically win the game.
Go Khala!
I mean, yeah, right now, Khala's got enough goons and carriers to just walk over this.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
horrible.
Does
That-
Oh
he?
and-
my god.
That base is very difficult to defend because then they can just flip into your main. Like the distance by ground between
Just-
defending that mineral only and the main is just crazy. You got to go all the way back.
Exactly what
GG.
he's doing. That's it.
Yep.
GG.
2-1 Khala, let's do it, man!
I'm surprised that worked. I think if Scan didn't kill all his own tanks, that wouldn't have been a good.
Scan had so many opportunities to win that game.
But Scan had like 20 tanks and he just walks them out into a like 270-degree arc of dragoons.
Yeah, someone was saying he wants to see a BBS. If there's any time for it, it'd be right now, man. This
Yeah.
This map,
I was
they
saying
12
that
next.
earlier. I was expecting it like it's a best of 9. Do it in like game 2 or 3. Right?
this
You're
is
not
it.
behind. You're not ahead. You might get a quick win. But now, like, this is the perfect time for it. If you're not gonna do it, I hate you. Basically.
It's
what-
2-1 for Khala.
yeah,
The
2-1
next
for
map
Khala.
is Ringing Bloom.
I hope you heard that, Scan. Somebody hates you, alright?
Well, only if he doesn't do the BBS right now.
Alright.
So if he does it, we're cool.
How about this map? I think Protoss automatically can get the 4 gases.
I mean, unless the Terran does a BBS and kills him right away.
Is this the new Ringing Bloom with the gas on the third?
This is another Twilight map, so
That would be my guess. Yeah,
Oh, there's gas.
at the
There's gas
third.
on the third?
I think that's
Yes, there
the
is.
version
There
they're
is.
probably playing.
I just revealed it. There is.
So
Awesome. Yeah.
So Cork, that gas at the top, is that a bad one for Protoss?
Which
'Cause
one?
it's so
Sorry.
close. The gas at the bottom right, because it's so close to the ramp.
It's bad one for Protoss in like PvP where they zealot rush you because the gas probes are easy to kill, but it's not relevant for this situation. It's just the gas probes are the easiest probes to snipe, which means that if the gas is facing away from the ramp, it's better. But and it's not really relevant here.
Okay, he's gonna do a 2M Nexus.
It's not a
Yeah.
BBS scan. I hate you.
Yeah, it's a man's build, man.
So
Man's build.
Scan is also going for a quick CC, but let's think about how this map impacts the issues that they have. Because
Okay.
Scan is going to get 3 bases, and he is going to get 2-1.
Okay, what do you think
So
of this
surely
situation?
Scan just kills Khala. I mean, because Khala can't play late game.
Well, I
12
mean, he just showed
Nexus
that he could, though.
versus 13 CC.
But they're all protected naturals, though. So 12 Nexus is relatively safe here.
I think this is Terran advantage.
Yeah, always Protoss always says this is Terran's advantage, and Terran always says Protoss advantage. I mean, I don't know. I still don't know what is going on, man.
So I think that if it's the greedier build favors Terran in this situation because Terran normally would build more defenses than Protoss. So in this case, Protoss doing a build that they would normally do anyway. Terran is doing like the hardest hard counter, which is just not building anything early, just going straight into CC.
I mean, what about the later of this situation? Yeah, I think this is not bad for Protoss. Always, I think.
I think we're gonna
mean-
see Reaver, to be honest.
Khala
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
pretty
It's-
well
it's
on this
Khala.
map, from what
Of
I've
course, we're
seen.
going to see. This is Khala. He's going to go. Given the chance, he will go Reaver, then he'll go Speed Shuttle, then he will go Storm Drops, then he will
Oh.
not make any arbiters, then he'll lose the game. That's how this is going to go.
Yeah,
It's a
these
bold strategy.
days,
Scan,
I completely agree with you, but I think Kala's gonna win.
Scan's
He's
gonna
pretty
take
good on
3
this map,
bases, and he's
so I
going to
bet
get
on
2-1.
it too.
Yeah, a 3-base Terran against 3-base Protoss. Terran's gonna win.
Well, no, Kala's going to get like 6 bases, but he's still going to lose to a 3-base Terran.
Oh, there's a pylon in the middle.
yeah,
It's
I
gonna
think
be
Scan
Proxy
has
Robo.
checked Ninja Expo about the colors, and in one. What about the one's natural? That's a reasonable location for doing a Ninja Expo, I think. Really, really reasonable. 'Cause
There's a
those
robo.
stats- Oh my god, Proxy Robo?
I don't like Proxy Robo on this map. It's so easy to lose with it. I'm still upset that BC got knocked out on this map last ASL using a Proxy Robo, and he had no reason to do it. Okay, that is +1 air that's being upgraded.
Oh,
What
plus
do we
one
think?
air. Oh.
Do we
Oh,
think
hit
he's...
him.
Is
Dude,
it a
it's a
fake or is he
carrier
planning for late
No, no,
game?
no,
Is that
I
the
think
question?
I
He
think
didn't
he's
cancel it. It's Carrier Rush.
no. I think he was just doing that so he can make it look like he's getting.
Yeah, but there's no scouting
Reach.
anymore, and he hasn't... Okay, he's cancelled it
Yeah,
now.
he canceled
Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
Because
Obviously,
normally when I get...
called it.
Pete
When I
knows
get
his
+1
boy.
air, normally it's I cancel it the moment the SUV is dead. But I mean, he kept going. I was like, wait a second, what?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a
you can't-
fast
You
start
can't
bot.
go seriously.
I mean, it's a pretty standard 1-on-1 so far. Especially for Ringing Bloom with the safe nat.
Oh, wait a minute. There's no bunker, so you'll be pushed.
You don't need a bunker.
The tank's basically
Here.
gone, and the tank can outrange the goons. He can just kite them.
Ah, that's why I don't play Ring and Bloom these days. I hate this situation.
I hate Ring Bloom. I
Oh,
don't know how to macro.
I like
I
this
thought-
map because it has a backdoor expansion. Many of the maps don't.
I don't know how to macro. I never learned. So Ring
Oh.
Bloom
Well,
isn't good
well,
for me.
see, you click on your gateways and then you build units.
Clickety
Yeah, you
click
lost
click.
me.
You guys are all great
I only
players.
have so many clicks. I can't spend those clicks like that. It's
You're being modest.
Alright, what about the Reaver? and 2 Robocups or 2 Zillas
Okay.
or
Reaver's gonna run into the Wraith because Scan has played this game before.
Yeah, Ring Bloom, it's pretty standard. You go 1-1-1, get a Wraith out pretty quick.
oh my god, he's making a raid. Oh, that's not good. That-
One quick Wraith is pretty standard here.
That goon
mean-
though, it's gonna be a goon on Wraith, and Reaver on SCV's situation. It's gonna be
I think
sick.
if Khala
But, I
doesn't
mean- The tank kills the goon and the Wraith chases off the shuttle.
We will see. I mean, the Wraith is in the right position. This is going to be interesting.
it's
Here we
impossible to
go.
run away if he doesn't do the
Interesting
speed up.
or
Wraith
obvious?
can outrun the shuttle. Okay, Scan's not paying attention.
Oh, he's spotted
Well,
in front of the raid.
I don't think Scan knows he has a Wraith. Okay, now he does.
Scan dropped the ball there.
Here come the tanks.
I didn't like
Okay.
I didn't like where Khala dropped that Reaver, to be honest. That wasn't a nice
Oh,
spot.
the Reaver's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Tanks come in, just pick off the goon, and then there's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about the Wraith.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Scan has played this game before.
Yeah, that's what I call transmit coordinates.
To be fair, that Reaver placement was pretty terrible.
Okay, so Observer's only now going into Scan's base, and it's going to find that Scan is just going for it. He has 5 factories. He's just going for the kill. Scan
Oh.
gives 0 fucks. You know how I said it's going to be a macro game where Scan gets 2-1? Scan's not even going to get 1-0. Scan's just going. He's going to go kill him. Because
Yeah, I
right
think
now, if we look at what Khala has no Citadel. He used to have a
Five
Reaver. He
facts.
doesn't have anymore. He has no Zealots. He has no Storm. He has no DT. No Stargate. There's nothing that Khala has that can actually beat siege tanks. Which is
And
he's
unfortunate
gonna be bad.
because there are a lot of siege tanks out there.
he's still going for shuttle speed, so I'm thinking he wants to try Zealot bombs or something, but doesn't have an army to actually
Yeah, it's-
counter siege tanks, even with bombs.
Oh man.
he's gonna lose his third for sure. I think because. Okay, Scan just put his scan on the third. He knows the third has been taken. He knows this is his timing. He has to go. He has to go now.
Yeah, this
no, he's
supply's way
getting
too
a
close.
speed up for now. Speed up
I-
shuttle for now.
And he still doesn't know where the robo is either.
No, but it doesn't. He's missing his timing. Scan, go.
Why would he go when he could just not go instead?
Because right now his opponent only has dragoons and he only has siege tanks, and siege tanks beat dragoons. Okay, there we go. Scan heard me.
There
I
we
think he needs a bunch of vultures and
Oh,
yeah, he even showed the speed of shuttle. That means he needs a raid. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
scan-
single raid is
God.
not enough. I
Just
think.
fucking
Oh,
go. Keep
he got-
going.
he got the Reaver. That means he can push a 4 again.
he
Yeah,
can
he-
A,
If
Yeah,
he
A
just
move him.
This is
If you
this
just-
is the whole
yeah.
point of Scan's build. Is that he
Yeah.
kills the Reaver and then he just does a quick counterattack.
yeah, he
and
just
there's no
push
holding
the V
Oh.
5 times. Spam vultures.
Oh. Not bad.
Not
Holy
too sure about that siege.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean siege tanks against dragoons. Because the issue that Kala's having is he doesn't have any zealots. He has no
man.
zealot legs.
Oh,
Dude.
he got him. He got
Yo,
this.
I really thought that Reaver Scare was gonna hit that clump.
Wow,
of siege
this
tanks.
push was
Yeah,
is so
Okay, that's a
strong.
DT. He has 1 DT.
Well,
It's not
Oh.
anymore.
DT's dead.
Yeah, just as he finished it, it disappeared.
Invisible
another one.
ninja became invisible
that was
ninja.
bad.
Ah, that's not
don't-
good.
that's 2 scans. Scan should be out of scans.
Yeah, visible
You heard what I
ninja is
said.
not that strong.
No, Scan has a
Um,
lot of scans. That was such a good timing by Scan. That was.
Oh man.
Oh, he's trying to.
Oh,
Press
shuttle. Oh, it's dead. Oh.
Ah, no.
Carla, what are you doing, man?
Oh
That's one.
no!
No.
That's two.
It's in good. It's in good.
He turned
That's
the
3.
shot. He turned
Yeah,
the
what
shot
about the
around.
suicide mission?
That's
What
3
about
more.
the suicide mission?
It's a suicide mission.
It's because he turned
That's
the
8. That's 10.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's good terror. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
no, I'm not gonna say that.
That's 11.
I mean, it was- yeah,
SCVs.
I
It
mean,
doesn't matter.
It does not matter. You're right.
It's too
Yeah.
little, too late.
Yeah, front is breached. Front line is breached, and there's some
Oh my
invisible
God.
ninjas, but
Oh
it
man.
is immediately
There's
visible.
some very visible
GG.
ninjas.
That was a really cool build by Scan. He baits in the Reaver, kills the Reaver with the Wraith, then he just has 5 back and he goes. Because if Khala went Observer, then Reaver, Khala would have the Observer in there, he would know what was going on, and that build wouldn't work at all.
Shout out to This and That for dissing Artosis Artichoke. Yes, man, I agree. I completely
It's tied
agree.
2-2. Next game is on Benzene.
Like, if you have the Observer in, if there's an Observer in your base and you go no armory, 5 pack, your opponent's just going to laugh at you. They're going to go, okay, well, I guess I get Zealot Speed and Storm, and I win. Like, it's a bad build, but because he knew his opponent was going to rush Shuttle, not get an Observer, and then lose the Shuttle to a Wraith, it's a devastatingly powerful build.
But
That was
now,
really cool.
now is the time for redemption for Scan, where he can still BBS here.
I mean, that was better than the BBF. That was really cool. That
Honestly,
Yeah.
though,
so
yo,
smart.
let's appreciate though it's 2-2, and I don't know who's gonna win this game. Honestly, it's freaking
Yeah.
amazing.
Last game was great. Here, I think is also a good option for either a quick BBS or maybe proxy 2 gate. But someone-
BBS.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
really
with
like
BBS, bro.
BBS?
It's 2-2. It's a best of 9. I think here's a good game for Cheese for either side to try and get just a quick win and move on.
Carla's gonna do a gas steal, then he's gonna place a Foxy Robo at 6 o'clock.
Oh, it's Benzene.
Okay, that means
Oh,
you
Lord.
think Khala will do 12 Nexus again? So that's why you're just saying BBS all over again?
No, I could be. It's further enough into the series where a quick win would be good,
Yeah.
and if you lose, you're still not behind. You're down 3-2.
Is BBS
not-
even good on this map?
Kinda, because nobody
Yeah.
ever goes.
BBS? On
What about
Benzene?
2 factories?
I wouldn't want a
It's
2 pack
too
on this map.
fast,
It's
too long,
too long.
too
Yeah,
long.
exactly.
it's-
The thing
I-
is, though, this map is perfect for Shuttle Templar Storm play. I think that'll be
And
amazing.
vultures and dropships.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
I think that's be good.
Even
you're right.
tanks.
This map is perfect for shuttle storm play, and that is what Carla's best at. So, I mean, it's
Something
gonna
like-
favor him.
like 2-port Wraith could be really good here too as well though. We've seen that a few times in ASL.
Against-
And again, the no
Just-
gateway Nexus. Yeah, BBS was right. BBS
Yeah, I
was
mean-
right for this situation.
BBS or like a 2-gate out of proxy 2-gate out of Khala.
I like the probe scout as well because the probe scout kind of forces Scan to take the refinery, which makes the 12 next even more strong.
Fuck it, just make a barracks out of his natural and just float it in on the other side. Land it in.
I think that's been good
And this
since
big
like
rings.
2001.
Oh,
That might actually work if you make barracks to 12 and float them in. Yeah, just
Right?
build some. Yeah,
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, but you'd
I
have
mean-
to send it to get that. You'd have to send out an SCV at like 7.
no, you send them out now.
Right,
You,
I think you
uh,
send it right away, right? Don't you do it right away?
If you send them like you send an SCV now, and
Well, now it's too late because they're at 20, so
but they don't
that
have
obviously wouldn't work.
yeah, but they don't have vision there, and then you just do a marine timing attack.
But that's not a 12 racks float in. That's 20 racks float in. Come on,
20
Quark,
racks
get your
float
shit
in.
together.
You get your shit together.
My shit's together. That's why I know it's the 20 racks float in, not 12 racks float
Okay,
in.
so Scan is still mining gas. It's got to be CC. He's got to be taking a CC.
yeah, he's not going
But
cheese.
yeah,
I
he,
think.
he only has one SCV on gas right now. It's definitely expand.
That means he. Is
that
he
poor
gonna do?
marine. That poor marine is just going to run straight into the Zealot.
No, he's gonna
he-
run around him. See that? Sick jukes. Run away,
think-
brave marine.
Yeah, I think his scan is going to do the fast one factory and triple CC. I think. Maybe that's possible in this map. Just laying the mines and you make the best 3 CC and you just spam your units like factory man. I mean that's not bad.
I think he's going to react to what he scouts from Kala's face, because Kala's going to show him what he's doing, and he'll just play it from there. But so far, no Robo, no nothing.
Oh yeah, he's
One game to
scouting.
range. Yeah,
He keeps scouting right now.
yeah, because if he can keep that alive for long enough, then whatever he does, it won't be what he plans to do. It'll be whatever the counter is.
Well, at least he's getting range on time in this game, so that's a plus.
Okay, quick starport. That's good.
Yeah, quick starport and speed up first.
It's a pretty good 1-1. Try to go for a run by really quick, get a bunch of pro kills.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to get vultures in on this map. Also, you can vultures can hit the bottom crystal from the high ground on the right. So if you get vulture speed, you just run them up there and you just start taking shots at the foes, which is I think what we're about to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's already.
Oh
got
yeah,
his,
he's gonna
his
do.
vultures over
Okay,
there.
what's gonna happen? He's gonna do vultures shooting from the high ground. The dragoons are gonna go down and across to go up and attack, and then he's gonna ferry them in with a dropship.
Oh, he just go in the front.
Oh, he just goes in the front.
Oh my god,
Vulture
that's
speed.
manly.
So fast.
Yeah,
That's really
that's the vulture speed on this map. You can do.
Quark, you had
either
such
one.
an elaborate plan for the vultures. You just
Really a
ran into his
suicide mission.
face.
I don't
mean-
know if I've ever seen a vulture do less than 75 minutes worth of damage.
Oh, you've
Oh.
clearly never seen any of my games then.
Like vultures are just like
Vultures
they're
are free.
so cheap,
Scan
and they
is
do so
very
much
good
damage.
with vultures.
Okay,
Yo.
3 more vultures, and the dropship is on the way. And mines. Okay,
And
he has
he-
mines.
And he still has the option of going up behind, hitting that bottom crystal, or doing an elevator into the main.
Is he gonna lay the mine in front of his Protoss natural, or maybe just save the mines and lay that on the ramp or something? Oh yeah, he's laying the mines in the center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely
I-
looks like he's just going for vision coverage.
Nice
Yeah,
contain,
yeah.
Nice contain of vision.
I
Yeah,
would
it's
like
like
to
a ward, man.
Yeah.
It's like a ward.
I
mean,
would
you
like
just-
to see him making more dropships. This is like a weird map where making like 3 dropships as Terran is actually really good because of the high ground on the natural.
I'm guessing
like
you want to
playing
use the
Lost Temple.
mines from your vultures because it's a suicide mission for them mostly.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you
got
want to
observer.
drop them with the mines and
Kala's
then mine
missing
up and then shoot it.
The observer and the dropship went past each other. Oh, bad luck, Khala. Bad luck.
Yeah.
Rip.
Uh,
But he's got goons
before
in
the
position.
observer.
So,
Yeah, before the observer. Oh.
so sometimes
lay
you want
them,
to do
lay
that. Keep all the mines, drop, lay some mines immediately,
No
run around.
mines?
Oh, look! What do you do with that one vulture? He left it behind to hit it another timing later.
I think
No
he's wanted
mine?
to be behind the nat. There we go. Yeah, he just didn't put it
Oh,
right, but-
okay.
Split it up,
This is
force
Pretty
focus.
painful enough for Protoss, I think. He lost too many probes, I think.
Yeah, 30 STV to 32 probes when you went 12
Yeah,
Nexus.
exactly.
That's not good.
Yeah.
If you go 12 Nexus, you really should have a worker lead.
Yeah.
You should be up at least 300 probes at this point.
Oh yeah, this build is wow, awesome. I never tried it.
Oh, here comes some more drops.
And never try it again, Steve.
Oh.
So the trick to this build is you have to be fuchsia, otherwise it doesn't work.
So I think that Terran should just be taken out of the game. Looking at this, this is not fair. He's going to kill a free dragoon.
Well, looking at this, I feel like
Yeah,
Protoss should be
super
taken
ass.
out of the game because obviously dragoons are stupid.
So Protoss has 34 workers.
Wow, it's a lot of damage to be honest. Wow. Not
I mean,
looking
there
good
was
for Khala.
plenty here Khala could have done to defend this.
Actually,
Such
no,
as
where is
seeing the
Khala's-
dropship.
Where is Khala's building wall again?
Wow, he's gonna lose a pylon to a single vulture. That's just sad.
Oh.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean then he can just go out for the goons. Because he was so harassed by the vultures, so he's I think he's scared about that.
So let's take a look at the situation. So Scan is getting his +1. He already has a starport. He's going to, after the +1 finishes, he's going to get science facility and get 2-1. And he has his third base coming. Khala has no late game. Khala
Khala
has
never
some
has a late
dragoons.
game, so
Even
let's
he
go with
got
something
third
new.
Nexus?
Yes, but all he has is dragoons right now. He can just make dragoons. It's like they're gonna stop
Scan-
working. They always stop
Scan-
working.
Only just got his second machine shop. He only has 2 or 3 tanks.
Scan doesn't need tanks. He can make them later. He's
We need to
Scan-
we need to
no.
soundboard that quote from Quark, man. Khala has no late game, so he doesn't have to say it again.
yeah, it's. Well, you need to draw attention to it. It's just that Kala's style, he does not get the tools he needs to win. Look, see, Sartre said
Or
just
two
started. Second armor he
tanks
just
and-
started. DC is finished. It's you know what Scan's going to do because he does it over and over, and you know what how Kala's going to
Oh.
lose to it because he does it over and over.
Oh my god, this is
Here it is.
4 tanks.
4 tank drop.
Oh, Doom drop already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
goodness.
baby!
His dirt is destroyed, I think, and
Oh,
he's
Yeah. Playing this
Ah,
map is like playing Lost Temple. It's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
bullshit.
what this map makes me think of too.
lost
Ne-
tempo.
It's going
On
to
to
put
the
some
next
tanks up here
Nexus.
too. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's just that's dirty.
Dirty. This harassment is even not finished yet. It's not even finished.
It's filthy. How many misses are
And
we gonna
behind
see?
it, Scan is getting his upgrade
Oh.
and getting his CC.
That is a lot of dragoons, though.
I thought his Nexus, at least one, will be destroyed, but it's not destroyed at all.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Scan wasn't focus firing. He was mostly killing probes, which is
Scan-
good, but
Yeah, Scan is just keeping his opponent on the other side of the map. That's all he
Yeah.
needs to do. Because
Yeah, on the
Khala
all
isn't
he-
developing.
yeah. all he needs
Khala
to do is attack and expand. He doesn't need to actually kill anything right now.
Yeah, though I would like if he was getting his 2-1, if he could please work on that. He's got 2 idle armories.
yeah, he automatically got the third without any harassment.
Yeah, but come on, he only has 600 gas.
Scan, could you please get your 2-1? Because your 2-1 is your win condition here. If you're going to win because you have better upgrades, you kind of need to get the better
I
upgrades.
think these dropships are the win condition.
No man, he needs to BBS.
No, the dropships only go so far.
No, I'm just joking. He makes it look
You say-
easy though.
You say
Is he-
that, but it's not too late to build 2 barracks and then a supply depot.
Bro, players
Still
are
do
mad
that.
about this game. Really mad. Look at the chat. They're mad. Yeah, I understand because this is annoying. Yeah, really annoying.
What do you do? You're just gonna die. All those guns are gonna just die.
Oh,
Yeah,
ice
if
cream.
only-
What do you do against that?
If only you
Melty
had
ice
either
cream.
carriers or arbiters or even like shuttles in with speed and High Templar. Like
Or an
it's,
observer to see the high ground.
this
At the
is
very least.
Oh my god, that Nexus is dead.
Yeah,
That's
it
one
is
dead Nexus.
impossible to block it. Defend this. Yeah, it's impossible.
Oh yeah, honestly, carriers is probably the only way to go on this map.
Yeah.
Like you defend from drops and go into carrier tech.
if you
ASAP.
told me that Khala was like the best Warcraft player in the world before and had never played StarCraft until today, I would believe it. I'd be like, yeah, you can. He's got amazing mechanics. I would believe that that's definitely true.
Those are some nice storms, though. Displace it.
Still not
with-
finished the harassment.
Oh man.
With all the
Still not.
bridges and ramps, though, I think arbiters are a good choice here over
Oh.
carriers.
Ice creams are melting. Even this is a winter in Korea. Oh my god, he's going out again. To
Yeah, well,
harass or
that's-
Yeah, the Nexus is about to die. He can probably kill the Nexus with vultures.
it doesn't actually matter if he's going to harass or try to do a full attack. He's
Oh,
he's
here come the
keeping-
probes. Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Oh
It's all
no!
gone wrong.
Oh, this is so over.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
ah.
Oh no!
Oh, Templar snipes, no. Oh yeah.
Oh,
unfortunately,
that's
there-
not
there are
bad.
no
That wasn't
tanks.
that bad.
Scan can lose all of these vultures and be
Yeah,
fine.
vultures cost negative minerals.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Doesn't
I
matter.
gotta know.
really
What do you
waste
guys
the
think?
vultures.
Vultures or crackling? Which one is better?
Crackling.
Cracklings.
A million
That-
percent. Have you
That's a
seen
tough one.
4 cracklings attack a building? It just explodes and dies.
Well, the thing is, cracklings come in the late game, right? But vultures are throughout, right? They're very consistent throughout the entire game.
Well,
So the impact, I'm gonna give it to vultures.
Vultures are okay until you get speed, and then they're great, and then you get mines, and then they're stupid.
Good game.
But
GG.
Zerglings come in right at the beginning of the game, get speed right at the beginning of the game. They're pretty good right away, and then they only get
I mean,
stupid good.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
the
you
end.
guys are only saying the cracklings, but before the cracklings, also good for just 25 minerals each. I think that's not bad. Why do you think that's bad? I mean, this is really
I
good.
don't. I definitely don't
but-
think that's bad. But what I do think is better, 75 mineral vulture
Yeah.
that can go around killing probes plus
mean-
a nuke, 3 mini nukes. You know, like each.
It depends. If you're talking about in the first 5 minutes, it's obviously vultures. At the end, cracklings, they're gonna be around with defilers and lurkers and
Yeah,
and
no,
ultras
that's
and
true.
shit.
I honestly
Like-
meant overall impact of the game, right? From beginning to end.
Yeah,
Beginning
cracklings
to end, it doesn't even compare because cracklings don't come in until hive tech. That's
cost
obviously
only
vultures.
25 minerals.
In general, I think cracklings are better, but they don't come in until hive tech, so that's the
then
point in the vulture favor.
The score is 3-2, I believe, for Scan. The next map is Polypoid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Polypoid.
Polypoid.
I love
Really
this
good
map.
for.
Well, Scan has the bad location on this one because he's got to push up Khala's high ground. And also, Scan's natural is facing toward Khala, which is going to be unfortunate for him.
Got a pylon in the base.
I want to see a 23 next into Reaver into
Late game?
yes into late game.
When you say late game, do you mean Khala late game or do you mean like an actual late game?
I mean,
I want to see
I wanna
Kala
see
have a
Khala-
plan for the late game.
I want to see Kala prove you wrong. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I
Like-
want to see Khala prove me. I'm rooting for Khala. I like Khala. I want him to do well.
I don't care if it gets to the late game, but I want to see Kala have something planned for the. I want to see him make an Arbiter Tribunal.
What
Like, I
really
wanna
got
see-
me was that game on Eclipse where Terran already had 3-2 upgrades, and then he started a carrier switch with no +1 air, and he's like,
Yeah,
no,
like
this is
I, w-
actually worse. This is going away from what we wanted.
like I want to see him start air weapons at like 4 minutes. Let's
Wait,
see
so-
that.
So wait, so what is the impact of +1 weapons for carriers? What's like the? What do you
So
think is
carriers
the-
do 6 damage per interceptor hit, so it is a 16% damage increase off the bat.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wow.
Or if you turn around and say,
great.
okay, well, Terran Mech starts with base 1 armor, which means carriers only do 5 damage, really. So it's a 20% damage increase for 100-100.
Yeah, that
Wow,
means you
sounds
should
It's-
do the +2 attack grades and +1 armor grades, right?
Yeah, so the issue with the air attack upgrades is not the cost. The cost is really cheap for what they do. It's that they take so long, which means that
Yeah,
if you ever think that you might want to go carriers later, if there's like a 10% chance you're going to go carriers later, just get the +1 upgrade. You start it
Yeah,
early so that
like,
it's
Really,
done
really,
in case you
Good
need
tip.
it.
Getting
Yeah,
air,
really long.
getting air weapons is a good idea. Not getting air weapons is a huge blunder. Like,
Yeah.
just get it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Because otherwise, you're that guy who's trying to do a carrier switch with no +1 against 3-2 mech, and the
Just
Goliaths are going to
do
have
it.
the Goliaths are going to have 3 armor, and you're going to have 6 damage. So your interceptors are going to do nothing. They're just going to tickle. Like that's
Meanwhile, the
Okay,
Goliaths are
plus
gonna
one air
have the
just got
3-2
started.
plus the Karen boosters. They're gonna kill all your interceptors from across the map and just ignore you. Like,
so Toku.
have
We
a-
had the +1 air started at 3 minutes, he cancelled it.
We have a 21 next. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 21 Nexus.
Nice.
Really
oh,
standard.
he started air weapons as I guess fake for an SCV and
Yeah.
then canceled it to get range.
So
So he faked getting range and then just got range instead.
he got range
That must
right
have-
after the
that-
Nexus, though.
That must have been some sort of mistake because you don't need to get you don't need to fake air weapons to get the Nexus at 21.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. It costs nothing. What gets me is that if Scan went straight Vulture here, then there would be nothing on the round to stop the Vulture. because you could 20. I don't like the 21 Nexus because you lose to a Vulture running in at 4 minutes. Because if Terran goes at standard factory timing, Vulture before Machine Shop, it will be at your ramp at like 4 minutes 10 seconds, and you do not have a second Dragoon walling the ramp, so it just gets in and kills everything. You have
Really?
no units.
I thought your second goon comes out and you holds that ramp.
Not with a
No.
21 Nex. With a 23 Nex it does, because you get the second Dragoon to hold the ramp.
The Vulture will get in, get at least 1 probe kill, which already pays for the Vulture, and then
It will get more, like, a single
Interesting.
Dragoon, it's just going to chase a Vulture forever. Like, Dragoons do, like, I don't know, 1 damage a hit against Vultures.
I think it's 10, right? Because concussive against armor.
It's explosive against medium, I think. So it'll be 50. Either way, it feels like it takes a very long time to kill a Vulture with a single Dragoon. Especially when that Vulture is killing all your probes.
Yeah, it's 8 hits regardless, so it's 10 damage each hit. You're gonna lose at least 1 probe if they're bad at Vulture micro.
Oh, it's 8 hits for a vulture. I thought it was like 5 or something like that. That was lower than that.
No,
I would
it
believe
can-
5. I would have to take a look at how much HP a Vulture has.
Well, it doesn't. Vulture is 75 HP. It does not take 15 hits to kill a Vulture.
No, it's 5.
It might feel like that, but
It's 5 hits.
It is 5 hits, right? I think it's 8 for tanks and then 5 for all.
Yeah, 8 for
vultures.
tanks, I believe.
Yeah.
Either way, like 5 Dragoon hits when your Dragoon doesn't have range yet, it's you're losing a lot of probes.
and
you're gonna lose,
when
like,
he's
3
getting
probes.
speed first anyway, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. That's why I don't ever go
Dropship.
21 next. I go 23 next because that
Was it
23
6
next never happens.
or 5? I thought it was 6.
I would assume
Hold on.
6 because that
Yeah, it
that
has 80
divides
health.
evenly.
It has 80.
Well, it's 75, but yeah.
I
No, it
like
has
how
to
he
be.
suspects
It
a
was
drop
80.
going on.
It
I'm
is
looking
80.
at a Vulture right now. It has 80 health.
Yeah, 80 health. It's
Okay,
not
so-
75.
This robo timing's really good. This robo timing and this observer timing will see the starport before the drop happens.
Well, he's got Dragoons
Alright,
in his
so-
main, so I
And
think
Yeah,
he
but now he's
suspects
confirmed it. He has
Now
confirmed it.
he's gonna see the drop ship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's completely prepared for that.
Well,
Look at the
we've seen this
goons.
before. In theory, he's completely prepared for it.
No,
In
look at the building
practice-
layout. This time the building layout is actually really good.
No, he sees it, man. He has it spread out and everything. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah,
There's
and
nothing
even
in
if
the
he
dropship.
brought three goons already.
That
Oh.
that dropship's not even loaded yet, is it?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
Popped out
Oh,
and flew
the
up
mistake.
there.
Scan is so smart.
He's just
Also,
faking
you
it
know-
out.
Wow.
Look how many hits those vulture took, and they're all still alive. Like, it's just vultures don't die. I've never seen a vulture die. In all these years I've been playing Voodoo War, not once have I seen a single vulture die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just laughing because of that. Yeah, I mean there are more than 4 goons and he just infiltrated the base natural and he just tear the probe and oh yeah it isn't good, so he just got out again without
mean-
free. I mean yeah, we free.
How
that
much of
mine
that
line.
is on vultures not taking a lot of damage, and how much of that is on goons being stupid?
Yeah, I sometimes feel sad about Protoss has no proper counter for vultures. Only goons.
Yeah, it's, you have to wall the ramps, you have to have building walls everywhere so you can
Yeah.
close your natural whenever you need to. You have to build your entire base layout the way that Khala has here so that vultures can't get it. It's
Oh
exhausting.
shit! You have to plan stuff. You have to think ahead.
you have to design your entire game around vultures, because if you don't, vultures just kill you.
Holy shit! That sounds like everything a Terran has to do every game.
Right, but to
Plan
be
ahead.
honest, it's supposed to be Protoss pressuring the Terran, right? Not the Terran pressuring the Protoss.
Says who?
Says
Okay,
StarCraft
Kala's going-
developers. I mean,
Is Khala trying for a hidden expansion, or is he just looking for a hidden expansion?
Is it Wraith for Reavers or Observers?
Yes.
Both.
Popping out a single quick wraith is a good counter to everything.
Cloak raids?
We already- yeah,
talk
he
too
just-
much.
No, a single wraith counters shuttles just fine. You get quick scan usually regardless. So you have
Okay.
a wraith and scan counters observers.
So Khala has a quick +1, and he's probably going into a quick +2 with archives. He's going gateway man.
Gateway Man
Gateway Man.
never works. Why would he do such a thing?
because it's his style.
But it never worked. It has
Yeah,
never
but you know,
worked
if
once
something is
in the history of ever.
if something is your style, you gotta commit. I mean, that's
Okay,
just
let
It's
me
not
tell you
working
that
for him.
it's not working for Scan, but it works for Steve.
Who is Steve?
Steve.
Me.
Steve.
If you don't believe Steve,
Is Steve in this game?
he
Nah.
is in this game actually.
I mean, if you have a style, you got to commit to that style. There's no point having
I
a style
mean-
if you're not going to. Okay, wait. We have a Stargate. We have a Stargate. We have a Stargate, and we have Storm. So we're a bit undecided, but there's potential.
Yeah,
If he
you
goes
already got-
one Stargate Arbiter, I'm going to be upset. Just building one Arbiter at a time for the entire game.
Yeah, but would it be sadder if he went one Stargate carrier?
It would be
One
equally
Stargate
sad.
How many gases do you need to get more than one Stargate for arbiters?
Free gas. You can
So he
do it
already
on
has the
2, but you
conditions.
shouldn't.
And you
he's
can
got
still
3
afford
gases, fine.
Templars and Dragoons and all that?
You have more than 4 Nexus. Try to make 2 Stargates at least.
3 gas Protoss is enough to do what you need to do to defeat a mid-game Terran.
Okay, so he's got a Archives, and he has a Stargate.
Yeah.
And he's making an Arbiter Tribunal. Okay, he's got a plan. He's going to make one Arbiter.
Is that
Yeah,
your
you
complaint
did
about
do
him?
the
He just needs
gateway,
to get
man.
more arbiters?
Well, he needs
Yeah.
to have a plan for late game is the
Yeah.
main concern.
So
well, it
that's
could be-
synonymous with just saying make arbiters, right?
No,
Well,
he
you-
could have a different plan for late game. He could be saying, okay, I'm going to go mass shuttle storm.
Yeah, 3 gases
could go
for us
carriers.
is enough to go carriers.
You don't
Yeah.
usually go 2 Stargates this early though. You usually add the
Really?
second Stargate after like what?
It depends what you're playing against. If you're playing against, if you remember the Terra game that I had earlier, I went 2 quick Stargates because I knew that he was going for single hand bang timing with no starport, just 10 fac plus 1 timing. So I got double starport on free gas because all I wanted to do was have arbiters.
You had a lot of arbiters with a lot
Yeah,
of energy.
because I needed to stasis his army. That was how I was going to break it.
Unfortunately, you either threw the arbiters away or stasis his army and didn't have an army to do anything with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm a good player, but I'm saying that's a situation where quick double Stargate is good. However, this is not that situation.
Oh, he's sniping the shuttle.
Oh no, he just saw the 2 rays push out
yeah,
though.
he saved that.
So he had the observer in just the right
What is that
position.
inside? I mean, two Templars. Okay, that's
Okay.
really important.
So Khala is going for a single arbiter. He decided that is the right number of arbiters.
Well, he could be going
one.
multiple arbiters, just one at a time, and with a large delay between them.
Yeah, I suspect what's going to happen is his first arbiter is going to get EMP'd, then he'll decide
Gateway
for the second
units
one.
and arbiters, that's it. Doesn't need anymore. Hey,
I don't get
they-
why he gets mineral
even
onlys
don't
when you can get an
arbiters
expansion
these
and get the gas.
Well, because he doesn't need gas, because he's only building one arbiter.
Yeah, what about the speed of shuttle and spam high Templars more than 10? I mean, that's really powerful.
It is.
Yeah,
But,
you
you know,
just
No,
Spam
you see,
your
those are late
TTT
game plans, and Khala doesn't have those.
He's gonna lose every
so-
single probe at this expansion.
Oh yeah, good terror.
Every
you think
single
Roach is
probe.
better?
Ouch.
Oh, that's painful.
He didn't lose a single vulture.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, how did he
Oh,
know
and then
this?
split. Oh my. Holy shit. It was
Wow.
He lost
Damn.
1 vulture.
Oh, is he going to for the main?
2 vultures.
Nah. Seriously.
No, why
He
go to the
doesn't need
main
the
when you
main.
just kill all the probes at the natural too?
You know how he has that pylon wall that is natural that he can close off with a single pylon whenever he wants?
He should do that.
He should do that.
He
Yeah,
literally
one
needs like
cannon is not enough.
he needs like 1 probe just sitting there the entire time ready.
Or you can just grab a probe from the gas in the 30 seconds in which they were killing all the probes at his mineral only.
That's true. That's true.
You know what's nice? He's got 2 forges and he's upgrading out of both of them.
You know what would be nice? More than one arbiter.
Nah.
We had the same issue with DM Tech in his show match with Grindboss. I
He
think.
doesn't have enough gas for it. He took the mineral onlys.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm a big fan for 2 arbiters, 2 Stargates. I usually get my second Stargate.
Oh
a
no,
little
don't
bit
lose the
later.
shuttle. He lost the shuttle. Those
Oh,
Templars
that
had
was
full
important
energy in
deal.
them, eh?
Ouch.
That's important
Ouch.
deal.
When Tech did it, it was even worse because Tech literally just made one arbiter. He did the 2 base arbiter rush build, made his arbiter, and it's like, okay, I'm done. Arbiter rush, check. I have bashed my Arbiter. Nothing else left to do.
Quark is the arbiter, man.
Wow, he's just sniping the probes. The suicide mission. Seriously.
He's going to lose the
Vulture,
vultures. He's
I
going to go
mean,
tank.
vultures are free.
Yeah, he
so...
just makes try to change with the tanks with the supply.
Yeah.
The question is it actually doing any damage though? Because if you
It
look at
doesn't
the
need
probe
to.
count,
It doesn't need to do damage. He doesn't.
he's just throwing it away so he can get more tanks.
Yeah,
right?
because his
yeah,
income. His income balance isn't the same as the cost of tanks. So he's got surplus minerals, which he just burns off with vultures.
I think
then
that's
replace them
not
with tanks every
the
time.
in-game
Also,
deal.
I mean, 60 probes across 6 bases is not
Khala's
saturation.
maxed out. He's going for it.
Oh, gateway man.
Let's go.
That is a lot of zealots. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but there's 2-1. There's 2-1 upgrades.
Yeah, but his goons are up top though, which is not gonna help.
Yeah, he should probably move in with his other units.
Oh, he's backing out, but he's throwing some of his units.
What is going
See,
on?
his problem
Not
there
good.
was that he sent in all of his zealots,
Oh my
let them
God.
die, and then moved in
Yeah.
another group.
You know,
When he should have moved all of them in at the same
if you
time.
look at all of those tanks on the left-hand side that are all clumped up, there's a spell
Yeah,
that really
yeah.
could have helped there.
I think
Dark
I
Swarm.
underestimated scam.
He wasn't even
Yeah.
paying attention to those units. I think it was a mistake. He might have sent them
Wait.
before he backed away. But he lost maybe 5-6 Templars with a lot of energy.
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
past
that was
few
just
minutes.
50 supply down the drain right there.
Yeah, but don't worry, he's building another Arbiter. If
Yeah,
he
I-
doesn't lose any Arbiters, then, you know, in like 20
Wait.
minutes, he could have enough Arbiters to win a
But
fight.
he just started shuttle speed.
He's mining gas.
Oh, he's doing it now.
It's
Oh.
16 minutes in, and he's coming up with a late game now, and it's like, okay, it's going to be shuttle speed and 1 Arbiter. It's like,
Yeah, I think
too
spamming the high.
late, you've lost.
I still
Like,
believe
You
Khala
may
had-
you may have 7 or 8 bases, but it's gonna end the same as last time.
I
In
wonder
Khala
though
we
if he
trust,
feels like arbiters take what 4 supply.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
so you
you
have
get-
to stasis, you know, 2 tanks to get value out of it, unless it has 200 energy, in which case
What
you
if-
have to get 1
what
tank
if-
per stasis.
Is there an argument to be made that it just takes up too much supply for some players, and they feel
it's
they rather
impossible
have...
to not get value out of the stasis.
Yeah.
Spells are force multipliers. If you get 1 spell off, you're usually fine.
Yeah.
What
If
if
the
Khala
problem is,
can deny the
if you
third
have
gas?
only 1 and it gets EMP,
Oh, that one stasis right there would be
Oh, big
godlike.
stasis.
What happened?
nope.
Failed.
Oh, he
EMP.
just backed away. He didn't want to do it.
Oh my god, that one stasis would have been sick.
It still has its energy,
Yeah, the EMP missed.
but he just
He
backed
just-
away, right?
he ran away because he was scared of the EMP, and then the EMP missed, but he was still running away.
Okay, so Scan has his V2,
Oh, this is
and
scary.
Scan
Going
has his 200 supply. So the
He's
question is,
going
what does Khala have that beats V2 and 200 supply?
He has.
Okay, get a
about
stasis the front
to-
line.
Yeah, about 10 seconds to do a
That was
3
a really
upgrades.
nice status. He got a Goliath, a Vulture, and a Science Vessel.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
feel like
God.
maybe having 7 Arbiters would help here.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's more than 24 tanks.
I think he's
He's
got a
got-
counter.
He's got 3 Arbiters total, or 2. Yeah, he's got 3 Arbiters total.
Oh,
He's got 1 Arbiter total.
this game, I think, turn wins.
Oh, he didn't even cast his stasis.
He lost the Templar too.
But
Yeah,
don't worry, he's got all these bases.
Inner line is breached, I think. It's the Allmaker breached. And,
It's like he's never played this matchup before. He's got such good mechanics, and he's never played PvT before. He just takes all these bases and it builds all the gateways. It's like, yeah, that's fantastic, but you're gonna lose the game.
oh,
Like, Gateway Man requires spells to be cast, right? There's been 1 stasis and 1 storm, right? I'm not crazy here.
But he does have +2 armor on his zealot, so that's nice. That reduces the tank hits from 39 damage to 36 damage.
I mean, at least
But
he has
why-
legs. At least he didn't forget legs.
Like he's getting plasma shield. That's what he's using his gas for.
Why?
Not
Why would
arbiters.
you ever get plasma shields?
Well, you
You
know,
don't need those until you have literally everything else.
sometimes you don't want to get arbiters to win the game. You just want plasma shields.
What if his Protoss main is destroyed for this? I mean, this is really
No, it's
bad.
fine. He's got 5 gateways at the other main. He'll be fine.
Really?
No, I'm lying to your face.
Yeah, I mean,
He's gonna
I
lose
know that.
everything and then the game.
Yeah, I think this is already very bad.
This has been over for 10 minutes.
I mean, it's because he doesn't build late game.
I don't think
He-
it had to be
He
this
doesn't
bad.
do late game. He got into mid game. He was like, all right, cool. I'm in mid game. Gateway man. And then he got into late game. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, maybe I should have a plan for
yeah,
late game.
Khala also lied to us. He didn't do the gateway, man. he didn't
Well,
do
he
the gateway,
he
man.
tried. He had like 17 gateways, I think.
He did
No,
make
he's,
an arbiter. It's just
He tried to go gateway man. He just didn't commit to it.
Yeah.
I-
This is bad. I mean, the whole tech will be destroyed because of
Like,
the...
he's coming up the ramp. You have one stasis. He's shut out for
You know, even if you
20
have
minutes,
some
however long it
arbiters,
was.
though.
or you
It's
can
more than
recall,
20 minutes. It's 30 minutes.
or
I
if
mean,
the Terran
that's
army's
really
really big and you don't want to fight it, you can just recall around it.
Sorry, my mistake. It was 40 seconds, I think. Yeah, it is really long, man. If you just suffer for that, you probably think that, oh, it's really long. Oh, that's... Yeah, I mean, that's so annoying.
Like, all his tech's gone. He's lost 9 bases.
I don't think arbiters is gonna solve the problem every time. Doesn't it depend on whether you get a really good status?
No,
Well,
that's why you have 5 of them. If you don't get a good status on the first try, you try again with the next one and then the next one.
It might increase your chance a bit, but it's no guarantee that you're gonna do
No,
a whole
Arbiters
lot better, right?
would have
Okay.
solved the problem 10 minutes ago. The problem
The-
is
The
he didn't
issue
have
is
any volume up
Yeah,
until
2021.
minutes ago.
I
and then they
think
all died.
2-3 upgrades is really hard to beat.
You mean
as
speed of
prototypes.
shuttles? Speed of shuttles and...
Smeltsuit.
the issue
more
with
than-
tanks is that they stack. The more tanks they get, the more exponentially powerful it is. Which means that if you reduce the number of tanks, then you do more than just like kill 2 tanks. You reduce the overall damage of the Terran army in a way that lets the rest of your units engage more profitably. So
You know,
taking
they got
2
EMP
tanks
as well. Like, how good of a mechanics you gotta have to like micro your shuttles, your arbiters, your units.
That's why you don't get shuttles. You just get a bunch of arbiters and you keep them separate.
And stasis is instant, and you can dodge EMPs.
And you just have a lot of arbiters. It's fine.
All right, I have a question for you guys. All right, when should you use recall versus stasis?
So
When
if
you're
you want the
ahead?
Terran to stay in his base, then recall as he pushes out is good. If the Terran is
Killing your
repeat that?
natural.
if the
Repeat
Terran's
that?
killing you, then
Stasis.
like I find recall is like a momentum play. The Terran is trying to get something going. The Terran has a push timing and wants to leave the base, and you just throw a recall at them, and they're like, okay, shit, I have to go around and
What if you landed on a bunch of mines and lost everything?
That's what observers are for.
yeah, that's what observers are for.
What if he continues to do that push timing and ignores your recall?
You kill all
Yeah,
his supply
that's a
depots.
dangerous
and-
situation. But if you have a second arbiter, you can just stasis your ramp.
Okay.
Like you,
I mean,
you kill the
you're in
supply
the big
depots,
battle,
you
then-
the ramp, you kill the push, and then he can't rebuild because he has no supply left.
But yeah, it is. You don't want to if they're going for like a kill all your gateways with one sudden timing push. Then yeah, you don't want to go for a recall because you have to kill their army.
This is why
Right.
you need more than one arbiter. You need to be able to
Yeah,
have
you have
options.
more than one arbiters. I mean, it's just imagine not making arbiter. It's just the best unit.
More than one arbiter plus more than one base of gates.
Damn, those are a lot of tanks.
And yeah, that's
Oh, look at those tanks.
It's good storm though.
Yeah, so a good stasis there would catch like 6-7 tanks.
Yeah, it's even if you only get 1 tank per stasis and your arbiter has 200 enemies, so it goes to 2 stasis. That's still good value. It's
I think if
basically
you're playing
impossible
against a
not to
really
get-
good Terran, aren't they just gonna EMP well as well?
Yeah, which is why you don't stack all your arbiters up on top of each other and get them all EMP'd.
Which is fine. You get 1 or 2 EMP, and then you have 5 more. They come in as stasis. The push
Yeah.
is stalled. You clean up everything not stasis, and then 20
Yeah.
minutes later, when everything unfreezes, you kill the rest of it,
Yeah.
and then you're ahead.
Arbiter is 4 supply, 2
Protoss-
tanks is
Protoss
2
is
supply.
stupid.
If you reduce your army size by 2 supply and you reduce their army size by 2 supply, that's a really good trade for you.
So like that, 1 stasis, 5 tanks. If he
You
had
guys make it sound like
7
Protoss
arbiters-
players don't know about arbiters. Been using
Well,
arbiters
they don't.
since
Clearly, Khala doesn't
early
because he's only made
2000s.
like 3 of them.
Yeah, they don't.
He's more of a storm player, I think.
He's
Well,
more
he's
of a
not
lose
making
every game
Storm-
player.
He's not making Templar either. What do you mean? He's
You
more
know
of
what
a
it is,
Storm
yo?
player?
I've actually I've seen Best do some crazy shuttle Templar plays without a single arbiter, and
Yeah, and if that's your style and you're good
Yeah,
at it,
yeah.
I'll
These
counterpoint
matter.
that with first. That's best.
Only pumping arbiters is old school these days.
yes,
It's more like
but,
old school.
but he's not winning doing this.
I maybe the pro scene, but
Damn, did you
in
see
the
those
ladder,
goons, bro?
it works too bad.
Like
Ooh.
best has some really good storm plays, and then he loses. They look good, but then he loses.
Well, I think that's,
So who's an
um,
example who does this arbiter play all the time and wins?
I mean, me.
And he does it with
Yeah.
only 100 APM.
It
Come
sounds great on paper, but I think
Yeah.
there's a gap there.
I mean, it's not only is it great on paper, it was the standard style for fucking years.
PvT is just really tough.
You know what it is, man? I want to have a great arbiter stasis, but sometimes I'm also trying to control my army at the same time, and then when I try to do all of it, I get impeded, and I fall apart. It's
Yeah,
just-
that's why you need
it's-
more arbiters.
on.
So the
the thing there is that spells
Arbiter,
are force
man.
multipliers. You focus on your arbiters and then let your army do its own thing. If you get the stasis off great because you're focusing on the arbiters, you're gonna be fine. If you spend too much time trying to micro and then also worry about stasis as a secondary thought, you're not gonna do well. You're gonna lose your arbiters. You're gonna lose the battle.
right.
So the shuttle speed storm style relies upon never letting the Terran get a critical mass of tanks. You have to constantly be engaging them. Because most of the time in PvT you don't want to attack the Terran because Terran is bullshit. If you attack the Terran, you run into mines, you run into siege tanks, you lose.
Yeah, and basically, and they do need to. They need
Yeah.
to speed up first.
Yeah, you have
mean-
to you have to pick fights with the Terran early on if you're going to do the storm style, where you just run in, you take a lot of damage to tanks, but then some high Templar pop out and you kill like 10 tanks, just to stop them ever getting their tank count up. Because there's always the problem in PvT that once the Terran gets a massive tanks and 3-2 upgrades, you cannot fight the tanks. You've just lost the game. There's 2 ways to deal with that. You either don't fight the tanks by statusing them or going around them with recall, or you don't fight the tanks by getting carriers, or the tanks never happen because you constantly cap their tank count. Every time they get too many tanks, you can kill some with Storm. If you're going to do the shuttle Storm style, you have to constantly kill their tanks through the game. Every time anything happens, storm some tanks. Like
Yeah.
every minute, just do a Storm drop, kill some tanks. Because
It's-
otherwise,
it's a
you
way
lose.
more aggressive style than Khala
Yeah.
plays.
Khala builds the High Templar, but he
Okay,
lets
try
the
out
tank count
next
build up.
again.
I'm gonna ask him next time I'm on his stream. Why does it make more arbiters?
When it's the same kind of idea, right? With
Sure, he's
with
thought about
Terran, like you don't want to let him get a critical mass of carriers. The Protoss doesn't want the Terran to get a critical mass of tanks. Like either one is a bad situation for the other player.
Yeah. You either have to have an answer for it, or you need to not let it happen. Khala lets the critical mass happen, and then he doesn't have an answer for it. If you're going to do the Storm style, you can't let the critical mass happen.
He seems like a pretty aggressive player, though, right? Doesn't he attack before Terran tries to
No.
grab a third?
Not
but he
really.
hasn't been.
That's
Like
that's
the first
more,
game on Eclipse, that's
When-
kind of what
when,
he was doing.
When he's been
right?
aggressive,
He-
he's actually been winning. To be honest.
He kind of tries to harass, but he doesn't go for an attack. He doesn't try to do army damage. He tries to go
Hmm.
for a couple of SCVs and he pulls back, and then
Yeah.
tries to
You
build
got
up
to
his
kill the
army.
tanks. If you don't kill the tanks, then you're not getting what you need done.
Like,
And then
what
I'm
do you
going to say that there's no late game.
What he needs to do is he needs to go in and make it look like he's going for SCVs, and then just focus down all the tanks. He might lose his entire army, but if he resets the tank count, that's a
Yeah.
worthwhile trade.
Because he's always going to have enough army. He's a gateway man. He takes like 5 bases. He builds 20 gateways. Army he can replace. The Terran cannot replace those tanks. It's
Like
It-
Terran gets like 1.5 tank producing factories per gas. So the Protoss is always going to be able to outproduce tanks.
yeah. If you kill the tanks,
you gotta kill them.
yeah, you kill the tanks, you lose army. You just build a new army. That's fine. The issue is that if the tanks get there are too many tanks, then you can't kill the tanks no matter how many armies you build.
Yeah,
Oh.
the point is, what if you just lost more than 20 tanks that you can recover with 4 add-ons 5 times? I mean, that's really long, man.
Yeah.
That's really long.
And
How
then
can you wait for that?
in the meantime, he's making tanks. He's not making Goliaths or Vultures. You can switch into carriers, or you can. I mean, if you're nowhere near max, if you're at like 100, you're resetting his tanks. You just go gateway
Even-
man. Like
even
you
with-
can do whatever you want if you reset the tanks.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do it ever.
Yeah, just you should not spam and waste your tanks. That means. And yeah, and one more point is if you don't have tanks, then you can't counter the goons properly, because you have to counter with vultures and Goliaths, which is really stupid. It's really
Yeah,
stupid.
And like Khala's making good early game moves. He's killing the first tank, the second tank, and then
Oh,
he just falls back and lets them rebuild up the tanks, and then just never does damage to them again.
okay, does he?
Okay, we have a quick starport, so we're going to see a vulture drop rush against the 12 necks, and there is a robo on the way, but I don't think it's going to be on time. And the vultures get in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's attacking his pylon.
my
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, he didn't notice for this.
Re-
Yeah, definitely.
And there's no Dragoon range. Dragoons without range are just. I mean, look at them.
Oh,
Vultures
Dragoon
never
range-
die.
Well, there
Yeah.
goes all of the drone, all the probes.
I have never seen a vulture die.
Yeah, block the ramp with the drone, I think.
So, are we in agreement that Terran is OP?
Yes.
Uh,
look at this. The vultures are still alive. How are they
Scan
still
is just
alive?
really good with vultures.
They got the vultures got into the base like
Well-
2 years ago.
Okay, they're also partly alive because he's blocked out half his goons with his own zealots.
There's more of them. It's
Remember,
still
those
happening.
vultures didn't die. They just
Oh
got
my
reincarnated.
Yeah, if it
Damn
was
it.
the latter game, then Khala would say 대사기 씨발 and Khala left.
The vulture drop hasn't even happened yet, and Kala's base is full of vultures.
It's like you have to over make pylons to be safe from vultures. It's really
Oh, he's too urgent. Oh, that hurts. You can't go outside, man, if you don't have
Oh,
observer.
it's happened again.
You can't
What?
go inside. You can't go outside. You can't
Yeah.
defend inside. Man, what can you do?
Suddenly, yeah, he has no wall up front. If he had a gateway or something up front, that would,
That's
or a
too
couple more
sad.
pylons, that'd be fine.
He
Scan
went
is a
12
beast, guys.
Okay,
He
fine.
went 12 Nexus and he's behind on workers.
Yeah. Again, the same situation before the game, the benzene, and yeah, finally the observer is out. Finally, observer is out. But look at those worker supply is tilted anyways.
Yo, man.
Yeah, he
Scan
should be at, like,
always does
45.
that
He's-
mind vision line. He does it every game. And it's very effective.
Oh
Okay,
my god!
we have
turret-
a wall for the drop. I like this for Kala. I don't like where his dragoons are though.
Okay, I think Scan is playing like
Oh.
fantasy. I mean, that's really like la
Okay,
bad.
look at where those
Oh my
dragoons
God.
were for the drop.
He actually.
Ah.
Oh my god.
He walled his own dragoons out.
I mean, he's playing like fantasy right now.
No, those dragoons are just in the wrong place. So
if it was playing like fantasy, there'd be a Valkyrie out.
okay, so Kala made it so that the only way into his base for the vultures was to go right, down, past the gateways, and then in through the bottom. And then he had the dragoons all the way next to the robo on the far left-hand side, which means that the vultures will never go past those dragoons. the vultures are just going to run to the right, and the dragoons then have to chase them. Because the dragoons can't get to them
Yeah,
in the
but-
either. He ruled them
Yeah,
out.
but you guys should realize that Fantasy's nickname, one of his nickname was John Laden, which means he's just doing a suicide mission all over the place like that.
It's not suicide if vultures are free.
Like he ruled out his own anti-vulture dragoons.
Yeah, later three
Behind
mice.
the dragoon rule.
If his
Yeah,
goons
later
had been
three
to the
mines.
right, they would have countered the vultures. If they gone right, and if they gone left, he would have been trapped, and they would have died. Like,
Yeah.
just move them right a bit. They would have been fine.
He made this giant wall, and then he ruled out his dragoons with it. So,
Even-
no, the dragoons go inside the wall. Inside.
I invited
Yeah, yeah.
Khala to join us in this cast session. I am so happy he didn't join us tonight.
Even Fantasy one more thing he said about how to use the vultures well is that lay the 3 mice and that's it.
Yes.
Lay the 3 mice. Don't waste it. Don't just get abandoned of that. You
I
just
still
lay
think that
the.
was the best.
I love how frustrated everyone is. Now they're just yelling at Khala and Scan.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
Scan should feel bad for picking Terran. I mean,
spend the mice.
Excuse me, Kala should feel bad for picking Protoss.
who
Cal,
picks
Cal,
Terran?
if you're watching,
really?
bro, just know that I love you, right?
Who picks
I mean,
Terran?
this is
Like,
not-
no good person. No good person has ever picked Terran as a race.
Yeah, just look at me.
I'm a
okay, what
Terran
about this,
picker.
bro?
Thank you very much, Quark, you piece of shit.
He still doesn't have a wall at his natural.
Okay,
His
at least
natural is
he-
still wide open.
How come
He
Terran
felt that- he
sometimes
felt that
drop
he-
with
that
tanks?
something's
Because I
wrong.
remember that used to be an old school thing.
All I heard was something about Terran in tanks.
Oh
and
no no
it
no
was
no,
not
not
the
this
fact.
time, not this time.
Why did they drop tanks?
Because they murder things.
Well, you know, back in the day, you used to drop 2 tanks, siege, and then
Okay.
target the probe line. But it's all vulture drops now, isn't
Oh yeah,
it?
that was back in Lost Temple days when you
Yeah.
drop on a high ground behind, and they could
Well,
just
even
walk
in
through
mains
stuff.
and stuff, nobody dropped vultures. It was mostly
Uh,
tanks. And I'm
Because
talking about
people used
really
to
early
suck
days.
at transferring probes and workers, and you just siege, and then 12 seconds later, after siege just finishes, and then they start transferring, you get a bunch of splash kills.
Hmm.
But now people just see the dropship come in, they immediately transfer. You don't have time to get them out, siege, and then get a bunch of kills. And the vultures just shoot immediately and kill them.
All right,
I
so
I think this is
Yeah.
a little bit optimistic with the. He's trying to do a Dragoon Zealot push against Scan's +1 tank push.
He's getting murdered out here. What is he supposed to do? Stay in his base?
Yeah,
I mean,
you 2 base Protoss, you can turtle off a bit, get some upgrades, get your tech up. Instead,
it
he's trying to
viable?
push out.
you scared
Okay.
by the boy?
I don't. He's got the high ground here, but I mean,
He has
those
a high
race.
ground.
Oh,
Oh
look
my
at the race.
No, this is
Oh,
Fucking
Raid,
Reavers
raid.
Oh,
disappear.
Scan, you monster!
he saw the race like 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Oh,
my
it's so
God.
cruel. It's so cruel.
Oh my god! I
This
thought
is-
Pros would win the fight. I thought.
Yeah, I thought Protoss was gonna win that too.
Are you serious?
Right up
Yeah.
until the race came out and murdered the shuttle, he had a chance.
I don't. But you shouldn't be allowed to do that to a Protoss. That's too much. It's
You
mean.
shouldn't be allowed to let the Protoss
GG.
walk into your tanks. Are you serious?
I mean, let's be real though. High ground advantage is very, very. I mean, I feel like he could have taken that fight because of that, with 2
Yeah,
Reavers funneling
as-
into those siege tanks. You know.
When he had his Reavers alive, it was a good fight. As soon as the Reavers all died, that it was a bad idea, and then he ran away.
I
which
don't
was-
think he ever got an observer inside his opponent's base, which is weird because there were no turrets. But I don't see an observer, so I don't think he knew that push was even coming.
Wait, so what's the score now?
Scan
5-2.
one.
Scan
so
won
that's-
the best of 9. Big thank you to them for playing a best of 9. Everybody was like, no, don't do a best of 9. That's crazy. And I realized why. That's...
Because it's 4 a.m.
Well, no, not to stream it, but to actually play it for the players. It's insanely long for them.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Nobody did a BBS either, so that's sad. There was no cheese at all. There wasn't even a proxy 2 gate or anything.
no
Khala
people
did a
from my man
gas
over
deal.
here. No arbiter for.
That's not
Quark.
cheese. That's par for the course.
and no win for
Yeah,
Khala.
gas rush in Eclipse is not a cheese. That's an obligation in PvP. Why do you think that's a cheese? It's not a cheese.
And you might as